Era. Hey, yo, what's happening? It's your boy Rick Rob, and I got to. No, I can't even do it, man. Shout out to Bismarck. He fucking, he was a great. Anyways, I tried to give a little something, but hey, we'll get into that more. It's your boy 10 Cents Podcast. Your boy Rick Rob here, man, and we are getting ready to do what we do. Is episode 63. My man, my guys, how are y'all? Brian, talk to me, man. How you living?
Living good, man. Living good. Excited. A few more days, vacay, and yeah, nice.
That's right, huh? Yeah, you and Mick are going to Cabo, ain't y'all?
Couple days, man. Couple days. Gonna be hydrated
Yeah,
for
I bet. I bet.
straight liver hating life.
They get that COVID thing together?
I'm vaccinated, so
Oh,
I'm all good.
This nigga's exempt. All right, Mick, talk to me.
Well, this is in honor of Luda. You got Mick from the 10 Cents crew, and this is how we do what we do when we do. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I see ain't nobody brave enough to try to Bismarcky like I did, right? Anybody else willing to fail? All right, fuck it then. Whatever, I'll go out on that limb. Katie, pick me up. What's happening?
Shit, what's happening, man? Like, this is your boy. I can't, I was tripping right now. You said this is episode 63, and I was like, yo, man, we in the rolling 60s right now. Whoa.
Hey, guys, crib.
God damn, man, we've been doing this. Well, we predominantly y'all been doing this. Been doing this for a hot ass minute, man. Like, I can't believe it's over a year, then turned over 52 weeks, and we're doing a whole nother season of it, man. Y'all fire, man. I'm just happy to be a part of the crew. So this is your boy KD repping the dub for another one time for the one time.
West, y'all. And the man that you guys can't see, I watched a movie last night on HBO Max called The Empty Man. So I'm gonna call him The Empty Man today because you can't
By
see
the
him.
way, watched it last night. Yo, man, I was hating myself after an hour because I was committed to it.
It wasn't trash. I
Trash.
mean, yeah, whatever.
Yo, man,
All right.
for my Spanish speakers that ain't here right now, basuras.
Well, hold on. You got Siskel and Ebert, the two biggest movie haters, going at each other.
Trash.
All right, let me introduce Eddie real quick. What's up, Pete? Talk to him.
Oh, baby, you.
Yay.
Hey,
Eddie P.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On that 10 cent show today.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I love it.
Coming
I
back
love
from
it.
out of town. So
Where
if
the
you hear a
hell is
little,
my canned applause? I love that. That's energy right there.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, you know what, Pete? I appreciate you so much for jumping on that limb with a brother. And you did, hey man, that was perfect. That was exactly what it is. Now, real quick before we jump into the first quarter, I just want to I'm final wording this. Empty Man wasn't bad, damn it. All right. Watch it with a few drinks in your system, okay?
That's what you're gonna need. That's what you're gonna need. That's what you're gonna need. Yeah, hopefully, you might need some herbal lessons too.
It could be worse. It could be Space Jam. Anyways, all right, jumping into the first quarter. Okay, let's talk that NBA talk. I know a couple people on here said that they didn't get a chance to see it. I did. Suns and Bucks, game 6 last night. We thought the young Suns was going to come back for a minute and do what they were supposed to, which is, hold court at home, show up and show out. They just got shown out. Brian, I'm going to let you start. Talk to me about what you seen last night.
well, there for a while, that first quarter, it looked like the Suns were gonna just go ahead and do what they've been doing the entire playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Just taking care of business at home, and if it goes 7, okay, well, you got it at home again for game 7. But I don't know what it is, man. That team they're streaky, and they streaked the wrong direction in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So
like the streets that was in your white drawers, you know what I'm saying? Like that second half, man, straight basuda.
But the defense for the Bucks stepped up, and I don't know what it is too, man. Like Holiday and Middleton have just decided, we're not letting Chris and Book go off. And if so, like I think you mentioned it earlier before we got started, Middleton and Book going shot for shot. I don't think that plays well for Phoenix.
Unfortunately not. And I think the problem with that is that if Middleton goes off, he's got Giannis, right? Like they sort of switch their Batman, Superman roles. And then you got, I don't know, Bat Kid. No, that's disrespectful. I don't know what you want to call Drew, but Drew, you know what I'm saying? He comes in and he gets his buckets too, Not a great 3-point shooter, but a good enough 3-point shooter. what do the Suns have? You know what I'm saying? That they've got Cam, who shows up every now and then, but I don't think he gets enough run to really do what he needs to. We got Mikal, who's actually done a pretty decent job. He's been underrated in these postseason. But where they stopped Ayton.
Yeah.
How many boards did Ayton have last night? Does anybody know?
No, I can look that up.
I didn't see Ayton get a board the entire time I was watching it, and he was eating them shits up like little Pac-Man dots, game 1, game 2. So it's a rough one, man. So they go back to Milwaukee. Yeah. Game 6 is Tuesday night. Is it over?
I think it is. He had 10 boards, by the way, last night. Ayton had 10.
He did get 10? He get 10? All right. I could go get 10.
I do think it's over. The Bucks seem to gain momentum as the series go, because it was looking for a while like the Nets had them, and they came back, they figured it out, took them out. And I think the same thing is happening here with the Suns.
Yeah,
they've kind of took those first two games to figure things out, and it seems like they're going to take it in 6. Not to mention what we talked about before about the Suns have benefited the first 3 series of the other team missing one of its star players. That's not the case this time, and things aren't looking good for them now.
Yeah.
So real quick, let me just throw this another direction real quick. Is anybody here for the unintended consequences of the Phoenix Suns losing, which is theoretically Chris Paul to the Lakers? That's what I'm hearing. If Chris Paul doesn't win, I mean, they talked about him opting out anyway, and he's going to because he wants to stretch his career over 3 more years. But they're saying that, if he doesn't win, Chris Paul, the Lakers on a team-friendly 3-year, $95 million deal. Is anybody here for that?
But if he wins, he stays?
If he wins, he opts in and stays with Phoenix.
Yeah, I'll take Chris Paul.
I'll take Chris Paul all day long. Because here's the thing. We talked about this once before. Every time that kid goes to a team, that team immediately skyrockets. They are immediately in playoff contention. They are immediately in some type of championship. They are immediately, a contender once again. Because his ability to get that ball around the court and create either transitional plays or create just plays off the dribble and just dishing it off somewhere, like that kid's special, man. And even if he's developed in his age and his career, he still can make a difference, man. And honestly, if you think about, look at the caliber of players or the current roster on the Lakers, he's an immediate upgrade in that position, period.
Agreed. Is anybody concerned about his age and his injury history?
Yes, and that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm sort of torn. I love Chris Paul. Chris Paul has been my favorite point guard in the league for years. He's got heart. And he reminds me a lot of. I know I keep talking back to Kobe, but he's got that mindset, right? That killer mindset, that go getter. He's going to do whatever it takes by any means possible to go out there and win. He wants to win that bad. So that is the type of hunger that I want to see in a Laker uniform. And I'm good with CP3, but I am torn because we've been down this road before, right? Where we had guys that we really, really, really wanted in a Laker uniform and they showed up a little too late. And we needed them to be not like a second fiddle, how GP was in Miami when he actually won his championship. We need him to be that guy, right? And so we're already kind of seeing Chris struggle a little bit. It's going to come out that he tore a ligament or something in his hand, because I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was game 3, he did something and they had him on the sidelines and he was like, Malika Anderson or Andrews asked him about it and he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's reaching for it. He reached for it last night, block Giannis. So that's going to come out. We obviously have, what was it before? Was it what was the injury?
Well, he had the shoulder too, didn't he? Earlier in the playoffs.
Thank you. Yeah, I almost said back, but it was the shoulder. Point being is you get that age. Yeah. Father Time does what Father Time does, and Chris Paul is a winner to your point, KD. But at the same time, Mick, you're right. I can't not think about his age and what that means for us. You're talking about 3 years.
Let me ask you this then. So let's say you didn't get him. Who on the bench? Who?
I'm going Dame time.
Exactly. On the bench right now. On the bench right now.
Oh, on the bench right now?
Yeah.
We only got three people or 4 people on the bench right now. Everybody's up in the air. So
right. So I mean, I feel you, but if this is our choices and he's part of that collection of choices,
100%.
I'm gonna take him.
Yeah.
I think you guys are both right. I think we have scar tissue with Steve Nash too. We thought Steve Nash was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And he did nothing.
I don't even think about that. But yeah.
That's what scares I think all of us. And especially at $33 million a year,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
But I agree. I say we carpe diem. There's no guarantee we're going to be here tomorrow. We get a chance to get him. We get him.
Because how many more years we got LeBron? 2?
We got
2 or 3
max.
max.
Signed through 2023.
LeBron is going to be there until he decides.
Yeah, he
doesn't
says
wanna
he
be
wants to finish.
I hear you, but I'm saying that you're talking about age now, right?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
he-
yeah,
he
Two
gonna be
good
pushing-
years.
Yeah, exactly. He got
Two
two
good
more
years.
good years left on him. So whatever we're gonna do, we better do it now.
there.
Right. I have a feeling you're going to have the banana boat crew.
Yeah.
There's a chance for
Whoa,
that.
whoa! You can't say that with what's going on in Cuba right now.
Oh,
Sorry, man.
shit.
I'm leaning
Damn,
to the
Eddie.
other part of the Caribbean, but
Hey, Cuba's got its own set of problems. We're not gonna be able
Right.
to fix it anyway, so keep going.
Oh,
But-
yeah, they got all
man.
kinds of
Cuba,
problems.
South
I mean,
Africa.
I think you
There's
might
so
be
many
seeing
things going on in the
some-
world.
you
America.
might be seeing Carmelo Anthony in a Laker uniform too if that happens with Chris Paul.
No
let me
way.
tell you
Nah,
if that
I don't want him.
equates
not in
to
love
a
with that either.
championship,
I'm not
then
in love with that.
okay. But yeah, I don't understand how putting all LeBron's best friends at this point of their career really
Does
equates.
Dwayne
to-
Wade come out of retirement for
Yeah,
more
exactly.
and become Jared Dudley, just the cheerleader?
Yeah, right.
No.
I don't know, man. I look. Who was it? Was it Renee that sent that little graphic to us? About the potential options. Everybody that's kind of been linked to Lakers
Right.
via rumors. I'm still, my number one choice is still, we go out, we get Dame Lillard, and we get Derrick Rose as a backup. I'm sorry. Yeah, we get Dame Lillard, and then if we can't get him, we find a way to get Zach LaVine. Bring Zach LaVine home. I like
We need a
Zach
shooter,
LaVine in
though.
the long
We
term.
still need a shooter too, though.
Zach LaVine's a shooter though.
Mm.
Check the files. Check the files. Check him out this year. You ain't paying no
Right,
attention.
but okay. Is he known for shooting? Is he known for getting to the basket and scoring?
Shooting this year. Check him out. I'm telling you, check out Zach LaVine, brother. Zach LaVine.
Okay,
Is
well
a
maybe we
threat.
don't maybe we don't share the same idea of what a shooter is, because when I'm thinking of a shooter, I'm thinking like 42% from three. Is he that kind of guy?
What is he? What is he?
I don't think
If
it's
he wasn't
42%.
if he wasn't 42 this year, what was he?
I don't know.
All right,
I'll look.
we'll come
Keep
back.
going. I'll
You
look.
run it. Yeah, we'll run it. All right,
So
let's
if no
jump out of-
Dame, if no Dame, you would take Levine over Paul.
Yeah, probably long term. I mean, he's young, he's athletic, he's developing. Like I said, his 3-point shot got immensely better this year. He was in the 3-point contest. He either won it or came very close to winning it. Like, he's putting up buckets for a Chicago team that really it's just him and my guy with the hair. Y'all call me Sideshow Bill.
So Zach LaVine was 50.7% from field goal
Uh-huh.
range, and he was 41.9 from three.
Thank you.
All right. Well, there he is. There's our
Yeah.
shooter.
And he
But the thing
averaged,
is-
and he averaged 27.4.
and you have to see how many games he ran off like 40 straight. Like, this boy was killing it this
Right,
year.
right. I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is also some other, and it could be chatter, but he's saying he wants to stay in Chicago if he gets a max deal, and he's saying all the right things too. So it's going to be hard to give him away.
Yeah, I mean, and that you're right. That's exactly what he should say. At this point, go get your money, right? But the boys, I'm just saying the boy's a killer. So yeah, I would definitely go get him over Chris Paul.
He's
What
a
up,
growing
Renee?
kid.
What up, guys?
Yo, we are, just to catch you up, we are discussing obviously what happened last night in Game 6. We have moved on to discussing, as Mick has asked, if we would deal with the outlash, or basically, sort of getting Chris Paul if they lost the finals. And we're talking about that graphic that you sent, where there are different options that have been linked to the Lakers and which ones we would love to see. In which I still maintain Damian Lillard is number one. If we can't get Damian Lillard, then I want Zach LaVine, and I still want Derrick Rose as a backup.
I saw something that said, was it you guys who sent that? About Dame, possibly getting Dame?
I saw
For-
something
what?
too.
Let me see here. I'll find it real quick. It said Dame, like closing in on a deal for Kyle Kuzma,
Mm-hmm.
3 first-round draft picks, and it was
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah, it was Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroeder, and 3 first-round draft picks. Sayonara, see ya. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we all know as Laker fans, everybody uses the Lakers as leverage, right? Well, so and so
Sure.
is going to go to the Lakers. So I've stopped looking at that. I mean, and this time too, there's a lot of speculation. This is the part that I hate, right? Because nothing can happen until the second. There's a lot of speculation. We get our hopes up, and then Lucy pulls the football. So I'm going to
Like
remain
T-
cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, it's the same thing like Jamal says. Dame's also saying all the right things, right? They're asking him like, "Hey, did you
Yeah.
request a trade?" He's like, "Nope, never did I request a trade. I plan on staying in Portland. The only thing is we need to show urgency so we become a championship team because we're not at that level yet."
Right, which
He's
makes
saying all
sense.
the right things, you know?
Well, you know why he's saying the right things is because he went so hard at KD and others for switching
Yeah,
sides.
jumping
Like he's
ship.
kind of got to stay with that, right? But we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk more on that one in a few, y'all. All right, let's jump to
How much backlash he get if he gets traded to the Lakers? Is that his fault or is that?
No. What else can Dame do, bro? Let me tell you. On the plane ride back home from California, I sat next to a lifetime Portland Trailblazers fan, and he was saying the same thing. Like at the end of the day, he was like, right now's the perfect time to go ahead and get rid of Dame, get assets, because there's only so much that he can do, and we don't have the team.
Yeah.
Keep CJ McCollum, build around him, and then
I would
they've
just blow the
invested.
whole team up.
Yeah, right. Well, they've invested, 100 milli plus contracts to both,
That's
essentially, right? So it's like it's going to be hard pressed for them to get rid of both unless something crazy happens. But I mean, get what you can, because right now it's a struggle for them guys. Nurkic doesn't want any parts of it. Hassan Whiteside was a nobody for them. I don't even know who their center is. They had the young boy Collins. I mean, long story short, they just don't have the team, right? They're not gonna have any time soon. So I think that it's time for Dame to move on, and it'll be respectable from all angles.
Yeah, but if you're Portland Brass, how do you sell that to your fan base?
I think your fan base,
Well, they're not going to win anything in the next 5 years. Looks like looking at their team, so that's how you
That
sell
would
to them.
definitely be a hard sell.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's buying PSLs for
Trust the process. You got to do like the Sixers.
for
and
me,
trust
Rick,
the process.
KD, Brian, and Eddie P and Renee? Who's nobody's buying PSLs for that?
No.
You have to do like
I mean,
the
but-
Sixers and trust the process, man. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, but if
100.
you're the GM, you got to do what you got to do and get whatever you can for Dame. His
Yeah.
value is as high as it's going to get. So
Yep. As high as it's
Yeah.
ever going to be probably right now. So
I agree. All right, let's keep it pushing. We're going to talk a little NFL because it's getting ready to become NFL season. I know we got some MLB. The All-Star game was this week. That was cool. I don't know if anybody tapped into that. I didn't. It's such a weird thing unless I'm attending.
Brian, did you tap in? If anyone did, I'm assuming you.
No.
Yeah, so there it is. Bang. Shohei showed out. Vlad, shout out to Vlad Jr. He did his thing, and
Baseball.
Yeah, I
continues to
forget
be
what-
born.
You talk about the home run derby?
I'm just
pretty
talking about the
much
game
it.
within itself.
That was
yeah.
Alonzo, wasn't it?
Alonzo ended up winning it.
Yeah,
back
Alonzo.
to back champ.
Yeah,
3-time or 2-time?
2-time now.
is he still with
Back-to-back.
the Mets? Pete Alonzo.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
Still with
so
the
cool.
Mets.
So there you
But
go,
he
Mets.
hit like I
23
saw one
bombs,
of
didn't
and then some. I think
he?
he
No,
had
in
the
one
most
in one
ever.
session.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he
yeah.
had 23
But
bombs.
he also hit one that went like 500 and something feet. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just
Still not
It's
better than
worse.
Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun in Yankee Stadium. That's all I'm gonna say. Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun or
Actually, I'm
or
sorry.
Hamilton?
I'm sorry. It
Josh
was
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Josh
I'm sorry. It was
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Well, that was cool
Ryan-
because we
Ryan-
were there.
Yeah,
Shit, I
Ryan
mean, that
Braun
just
was the one that we were
unbelievable.
hoping would hit the balls our way.
Right,
He was
and
he
never
was
did.
the only one. Yeah, we got one wizard.
I
but,
fell asleep for half of it.
You can never tell too because you got your glasses on. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo, we were talking NFL, right? So a lot of different things is going on, and we there was this cool little graphic that we put out in the group, and we sort of discussed it, but we didn't really get into it. So we're gonna try it in the first quarter. I know usually something like this is safe for second quarter or beyond, but let's run into it, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys. You're gonna choose your all-star offense for each division. I'm gonna give you guys 4 guys from each team in the division. You got to pick 1 QB, 1 running back, and 2 wide receivers. Okay. So we're gonna try and get this done in a matter of 10 minutes. So excuse me if I'm pushing us along quickly, but it is what it is. All right.
Well, can I just say something real quick? Let's not argue people's choices. Let's just let everybody get it out.
Mm-mm.
Can I
Okay.
make another suggestion?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Maybe not have everyone do each division, right?
Okay. Yeah, we'll
That's good too.
I like that. We'll pick
good
the
too.
top 3.
Yeah.
We'll pick the top 3: NFC East, NFC East, and NFC East. No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody, and nobody.
Well, it's got to be NFC East and NFC West because that takes care of just about all of us except for
Right,
Katie.
and
Have
that's
you
exactly
decided,
where we're
Katie?
starting.
Where are we going? NFC South? What are we doing?
What are we doing, Katie? What are we doing, Katie?
Let's
Katie's
go
question.
south. No. Let's go south because first of all, hold on, player. Let's go south because I think south, like it's interesting with with the dynamic between Brady and Breeze down there, or if Breeze
Just go home and
Breeze
stay
is
home.
done.
What are you doing? Just stay home. Like if this is the time for you to return back to your essence.
All right, Rams,
prodigal
man.
son,
It's between the Rams and Minnesota.
It don't-
That's all
it
I
don't
know.
matter
No,
what division
Rams
you
of
get me.
Minnesota. What are you
Prodigal
talking
matter
son.
what
Go back
division
to
you get me.
Dallas, dude. Go back to
Not
Dallas.
having it. Not having it.
Okay, hey, can I have all your stuff then? Because my wife's got a posh business. She can sell it.
100%.
Hey,
As a matter of fact, I gave
hey,
away
real-
a lot of
hey,
it, but whatever I got
hey,
left,
real
you
shit.
Shut up, you
guys
guys.
can have.
Send it this way. Thank you.
Hey, run that money. All right, well, let's start in the NFC West. Okay, so you guys are gonna
Things for the
choose.
community, bro. That was your stipulation.
That was it. Yes. Yes, you gotta do community service. I forgot about that.
Community.
Jesus, what was that episode 50? I don't know. Just we'll find it.
It's in the archives. We're gonna go back. We got to do a best.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff we're gonna need to pull out here in the next.
Oh my goodness, yeah,
month
man.
or so.
All right, so we're gonna start with the NFC West. So choose your all-star offense. Remember, it's 1 QB, 1 running back, and 2 wideouts. All right, so we start with your Arizona Cardinals. We got Kyler Murray, Chase Edmonds, DeAndre Hopkins, and AJ Green. Then we've got somebody's Rams, Matthew Stafford, Cam Akers, no disrespect, Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods. Then we've got the mighty Seahawks, Russell Wilson, Chris Carson, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. Them 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. I don't know how to say his last name.
You're all right. Close enough.
What do you got?
I'll start.
Yeah.
Give me Russell. Give me Kittle. Give me Metcalf, and give me Mostert.
Oh, okay. Really?
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, ain't you missing a wide receiver?
No. He said
Well,
two
I'm
pass
counting- I'm
catchers.
counting-
It's just two pass catchers.
Two pass
because of
catchers.
Kittle.
So Kittle
Yeah.
and Metcalf.
I'm with
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right.
Disrespect from Jamal. Jesus Christ.
To his own squad though. So you know.
I know what I know. You guys don't know what I know.
You know that
Uh,
D-Hop is better than DK Metcalf.
That's
It's
what you
okay.
think.
I can't believe you don't have Nook in there.
Hey, we
Yeah,
said we
where's
weren't going to
Hop-
argue.
We're not gonna
Y'all-
argue. You're right.
Go ahead.
All
Y'all
right.
going. We
Division.
said we weren't going to
All
argue.
right,
Go
all
ahead.
right. I'm gonna go with Wilson as my QB. My running back is Cam Akers, and for receivers, I'm going D Hop, and I'm going Metcalf.
Okay. All right. KD.
Same.
Okay. Renee.
Russell, Chris Carson, Kittle, and D-Hop.
Okay. P.
Russell, Chris Carson, D Hop, and Woods.
All right, fine. I'll be the one to go against the grain. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna take young Kyler Murray.
Boo.
Yeah, no, I lied. I'm gonna. Okay, fine. Russell. Shit. I'm gonna go Russell. I'm gonna go Cam Akers. I'm gonna go D Hop, and I gotta go with DK Metcalf. I told y'all he was the best last year, and then he got shut down by.
we had 3 people that had the exact same team.
Yeah, it is what it is. That tells you everything. I was trying to go against the grain. I really
There's
did.
3
I
people
wanted
that
to.
are wrong, is what it sounds like to
Yeah,
me.
you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. My team is right.
Well, we
Half
all
the crew's wrong.
well, we all picked Russell. So
Yeah,
what's that
we
tell
got to
you?
go there. Yeah, we got to go there. All right. Let's go over to the NFC East. All right. Once again, 1
Yeah.
QB, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers.
Oh God.
Eagles. Anyways, all right.
Stop it.
Start off with the Cowboys. We got Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, and CeeDee Lamb. It sounds like an all-star team on paper. Too bad they actually have to play the game. Eagles. We got Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Reagor. Ooh.
Team sounds
but
like
he-
dirt.
The Giants, we have Daniel Jones. We got Saquon, Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shep. I can't even say their names. Sterling
Sterling Shepard.
Shepard. Washington, we have Ryan Fitzpatrick, Antonio Gibson, Terry McLaurin, and Curtis Samuel.
Hey, what was the Giants receivers?
Kenny Galladay and Sterling Shepard.
Okay.
You want me to start again?
Go
Please do.
for it.
Give me the Cowboys. Done.
Wait, you're not taking Saquon over Zeke?
I took him last year. He burned me. Screw Saquon.
He
got to show
got
me
hurt
something.
on the first game on like third play.
He got to show me something.
He said, "I'll take it to Cowboys." Hey, man, they sound good, but they don't ever function.
What this year, dude? Well, we'll talk about that later. But
That's
All right,
fine.
I'm
Brian,
gonna take.
go ahead,
I'm
Kenny.
gonna go.
Katie picked the wrong time to jump off the Cowboy
Yeah.
bandwagon.
Nah, son.
Let's say
This is
that.
literally this is the problem. This is every season. Every season they look like this. Literally every season. On
What do you
paper,
mean?
they should be the most dominant team.
All
and
black,
they're not-
rainbow white dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not that part too. But what I'm talking about on the field,
Agree
on
to.
paper, they have one of the best and most dominant teams. I'm talking about at least on offensively for the last 20 years, and they cannot get it done. Anyway, I'm gonna take that squad, but I'm gonna transpose Zeke with Saquon. Saquon's a beast, man. There's no stopping that kid.
Thank you, KD.
really
Just like
taking-
what I said.
You guys
They
really
have
taking.
more and do less.
Amari Cooper.
I agree with KD. Exactly.
Same team.
That's never happened. Somebody better document this because I don't think that's ever happened.
All right.
Episode 63. Eddie and KD.
Write that down
agree.
somewhere.
Agreed.
All right. Who's next? B? Renee? What you got?
For me, I'm leaning towards all Cowboys, but
Get off of here.
but I haven't been impressed with Zeke the last 2 or 3 years, ever since his Cabo excursion.
Thank you.
I would say just last year.
I'm gonna go Saquon over.
Okay.
But I'm going with Cooper and CeeDee Lamb as my receivers.
All right. Renee.
All right, I'm really gonna blow this up. I'm not agreeing too much with you guys. I'm going with Dak because he probably is.
Sure.
I hope he's better than Fitzpatrick. I'm gonna go Miles Sanders because he could catch and run, although he is injured like fucking Saquon.
all
I'm
the
going
time.
Kenny Galladay because he's the best receiver in that division, and I'm gonna go Scary Terry because he's the second best receiver in that division.
McLaurin.
Ooh.
Yeah, McLaurin's
I don't know.
a nice
You don't believe
receiver.
that. You don't believe that.
But
Okay.
I don't
You
I
don't
believe that Amari Cooper only shows up at home
you believe
and nowhere else.
No, he doesn't.
Galloway
Amari Cooper
is
is
the
the
best
top flight receiver.
Hey, can you? Are you serious? He's a top 5. Can you please?
I said top flight. It's a top flight.
Oh, they said top. I was
Top
about to
flight.
Lose
Top
my
flight.
shit.
Yeah. You
He's
know
not-
how he
doesn't
gets.
show up. He literally doesn't show up. away
Don't.
from
sorry.
home.
Top
I'm
five.
sorry I
Top
started
five
the
in
debate.
Hall of Fame.
I'm
You
sorry.
know he
I
doesn't
started
show
the
up away
debate.
from
Top
home.
five in Hall
Sorry, I
of
started
Fame.
the debate. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm running Dak because y'all know I fucks with Dak. Jalen Hurts was a very close second.
No, he's not.
All right.
he's not even
Yes,
going to
he is.
start.
Anyways,
Exactly.
I'm going
Get ready.
Saquon Barkley. I'm going Devontae Smith.
Oh.
And then I'm going Jalen Rager. Anyways, let's go.
You need to be somewhat fucking.
You had to look up. You had to look up who is
You gotta
Jalen
look up your
Rager.
whole roster. just to
Who
look
is
like some
Jalen
friend.
Rager?
No, he had to make sure he didn't say
came
Devontae
from-
Adams. He's like Devontae Smith. He had to make sure he didn't say Devontae Adams.
Goodness.
Y'all are tripping. All right, AFC North. That's the last one because coach isn't here. We're gonna do this in honor of, and I like this division a lot. So remember, 1 QB, 1 wide. Oh, this one switched up. It said 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, and 1 tight end. Okay, I get it because they all have tight ends. Got it.
Just
All
say
right.
2 pass catchers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I want to say we should just stick with 2 pass catchers. Yeah. Bengals. We got Mighty Joe Burrow. We got his other cousin Joe Mixon. We got Jamar Chase and Drew Sample. The Browns. We got Baker. We got Nick Chubb, OBJ, and Austin Hooper. They didn't even list. Oh, that's disrespectful. Ravens. They got Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Hollywood Brown, and Mark Andrews. Steelers, they got Ben Roethlisberger, Najee Harris, Juju Smith, and Eric Ebron. I would have switched up the Steelers a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Can you name the quarterbacks again?
Yeah. Joe Burrow, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and Ben Roethlisberger.
Why do they call Hollywood Brown Hollywood?
He's from Florida.
Nick Tate.
Hollywood, Florida.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he still doesn't deserve that name because he ain't doing shit on the field.
Exactly. But okay, I get it.
He's
Somebody
in
must
Hollywood,
have
but
had-
he's on the B movies. He's a B
Somebody
actor.
must have had him in fantasy.
Right.
I haven't, but he sucks.
So I'll start again. I may as well start again. I'm
Yeah.
Do
taking
it.
Big Ben. I'm taking the Bayou
Big
Bengal
what?
boys. I'm taking Big Ben. The guy, he's on Tom Brady's weight loss plan. He's gonna be back. He's gonna be better. I'm taking the Bayou Bengals, which would be OBJ and Jamar Chase. I believe Chase is gonna be the Justin.
I believe he's going to be
Jefferson of this
super
year.
nice. Yeah.
And then I'm taking Joe Mixon. That's what I'm taking.
Taking Joe Mixon? I had
Interesting.
him on my fantasy team, and he's
I have two.
can't stand Joe Mixon.
But he vultures touchdowns
He
around.
doesn't vulture
he
anything.
vultures it.
You know what? I'm next. I'm taking Burrow just because he's young.
Yes, sir.
I'm taking Nick Chubb because he's a fucking dog.
Beast.
I'm taking Andrews because he catches everything, and I don't even know who the receivers are. Was it Hollywood Brown?
OBJ?
Juju.
OBJ,
Jamar
man.
Chase? Juju won that beat?
OBJ, I guess I'll take OBJ. He been hurt like the last 2 seasons, so I don't know I'm getting from him.
I was surprised they didn't put Landry there instead of OBJ.
Yeah,
but
I
whatever.
am shocked about the Landry.
You know,
thing,
I
but
take
get
Landry
it.
actually,
But Landry wasn't on there though. But that's all
I'll
right.
take him anyway.
Talk about a guy that never scores any touchdowns.
Real.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
true that
true.
though. True that
Never,
though.
never scored touchdowns.
That's true.
Nah,
But
true
see, but then also
I got Andrews.
we
He'll
got a
score.
couple guys on this one that they haven't even played a fucking down in the NFL, and they're already.
Well, I mean,
Chase.
what can you say about the Bengals, man? They're young and up and coming.
No, I
Najee
know, but-
Harris ain't played a snap.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
All
we
right.
don't know what those guys are going to be yet.
Are you gonna pick your team? So then you guys are going Ben Roethlisberger, Najee Harris, Juju Smith, and Eric. Since you know what they're gonna do, that's what you're going with. You want all Steelers?
Who, me? No.
Yeah, you. Oh, okay.
I'm not doing it.
I'm just
No.
saying.
Oh, Brian, shoot.
I like Andrews
Yep.
from the tight end standpoint.
Yep.
I actually take Dobbins from Baltimore. It was either between him or Chubb, and then
The Ohio State.
the Ohio State. I'm actually going to run with Lamar. I think Lamar is going to be the guy. I think
I
he's
see what
gonna
you
have a
did
good
there.
year.
You're gonna run with Lamar. I see
You're
what you
gonna
did.
run.
Yes,
with
I'm going to
Lamar.
run with
Pun intended.
Lamar.
Pun intended.
I see what you did.
And then the other receiver, God, they all didn't sound fantastic.
Y'all are
Go ahead and
tripping.
say
Not
Landry.
doing
Go ahead and say
Hollywood
Landry.
Brown.
Go ahead and say Landry, man.
Landry ain't on the list. You can't be
Landry ain't
over
on
here
the
just.
list. That's what I'm saying.
Look,
He's a
you over here-
receiver on the damn Browns.
I get Juju, I guess, out of all them people.
Jesus Christ.
Enjoy
I
your
mean,
TikToks.
They weren't great.
Hey,
So
your social media game would be popping. That's cool though.
I'm taking Big Ben, Chubb, Beckham, Andrews.
Okay. All right.
Better
KD,
team.
round us out. Come on. What you got?
Lamar, Chubb, Andrews. The receiver situation is trash. Yeah, I'll flip a coin between Juju and OBJ. I mean, it don't even matter to me. They equally just as like whatever. So fine, I'll just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go Juju.
Take Juju because he's a Trojan.
Juju, he's a Trojan, exactly.
They can move on.
We know you're gonna X out Andrews for a black tight end, so let's know your team.
Nah, you know what?
no, he was talking Rick. Go
I'm
ahead,
talking to
Rick.
Rick. I'm talking to Rick. I'm like, Rick, I know you're gonna do that, so let's hear your team, dog.
Kirk Ebron.
I wasn't even going. I was because if Eric Ebron was my only tight end, I wasn't even gonna pick a tight end.
Yeah, you gonna pick Eric Ebron. Go ahead and pick
But
Eric
hold on,
Ebron, dog.
Ebron is sneakily good, dude. He's sneaky. Look at his numbers. He's sneaky
and he's
good. in
sneakily
fantasy.
bad too. He's
Well,
sneakily
okay,
bad
I'm
when it
just saying,
counts
in
too.
fantasy, he's sneaky good.
Yeah, I don't
He
fuck
be
with
dropping
fantasy.
balls in the end zone, no, Jeremy.
Yeah,
He
pause.
does, but he catches some
He
balls
got the
too in the end
yips.
zone.
He got
Double
the
pause.
Yeah, exactly. He gets the yips sometimes. Some games he gets the yips.
Yeah.
He's
man.
streaky. He's
He
hot and
got
cold.
he got two left
Mhm.
hands.
Go
You
ahead,
know how they
Rick.
talk about guys with no
Eric Ebron,
coordination, two left
Lamar
feet. He got two
Jackson.
left hands.
But sometimes he
Nick
reaches
Chubb.
back like the 1-3 though.
He said the all black team.
I just made his team right now. No,
Black,
Lamar
black,
Jackson.
black.
Look
I'm
at,
on
look
black.
at this. Lamar
I'm
Jackson,
black,
Nick
black, black,
Chubb,
black. No,
Eric
no.
Ebron,
You know what? Hey,
OBJ.
look.
That's his team.
I like Joe Burrow. I'm riding with Joe. I watched LSU his final season like a lot, and Joe is that dude. I like Joe Burrow. I like Nick Chubb,
If he can stay
I'm-
upright.
and I'm going with the LSU guys. I got to take OBJ and Jamar Chase.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
So you got a lot of
I gotta
LSU
take-
dudes on your team. Then, is what
you
you're
damn right. Hey, that
Did you take
they
Andrews?
No, he did
nah,
not.
I didn't take Andrews. It's cool. He catches balls. That's cool. I'm straight. All right. Anyways, all right. So moving forward, let's go to the second quarter. Let's talk gauntlet things. Okay. Let's keep this thing pushing. All right. So I know usually, well, you know, let me not say that. WNBA. They played Team USA versus Team WNBA at their All-Star game, right? I actually tapped in for this because I was very intrigued by not only the game itself, but like just the notion of having Team USA face against, you know, those All-Stars that weren't picked. Team WNBA ended up showing up and showing out and winning that game. First off, did you guys check in that?
Oh, are we doing bumper to dumper right now?
I know it's kind of bumping it up, right? That's kind of what I no. All right. Let me get to the point then.
Okay.
Would you guys want to see the NBA do that?
What do I want to see the WNBA do?
No.
No.
Would you guys want to see the NBA pick that up? This is a two-part question here. We're just sort of debating. It's open debate on this.
To take
One,
like
we-
Team USA versus NBA All Stars.
The rest of the league.
Wait, what? I don't get the question.
Yeah, me neither.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it. I get it.
Fucking
I get it.
baffling.
Are we taking
Can
the
you-
best
can you-
Americans that we can? Well, here's the thing. If it's done right, I'd like to see it. But Team USA hasn't been doing it right. So the team that they fielded, that's not the best guys in the NBA. They're not getting the best guys in the
First of
NBA.
all,
So
the dude that they
I'm not here for it.
replaced that came from the Spurs, I ain't never heard of him. I don't know why he on Team USA.
Keldon Johnson.
Because
right.
he was a part of their select team, and the coaches say that he's doing really, really good. He's an up and comer, and Coach Pop is the coach. That's why.
And
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 Zach
JaVale
Levine
McGee.
or none of them. Trey
And-
Young.
And
Met
Hey,
the
you
Jeff
guys,
area.
you
JaVale
guys,
McGee.
we have always had guys like that. Christian
They didn't
Laettner.
even go to John Morant though. They didn't even. The John Morant's pissed, and I get it. They didn't even cut. And he's like, dude, don't come calling me now because you didn't call me initially. Why
Yeah.
has John Morant not get an invite?
How does Trey Young not get the invite? He better than Ja.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm still confused on the question though, like because you guys debating the players that should be there, but or should have gotten an invite.
What he was
look,
saying
but
was
the-
this Team USA, they had Team USA, Women's Team USA play against the WNBA All-Stars.
All-Stars, yes. So the ones
As
that did
like
not
a
get
tune-up
selected.
as like a tune-up
Do, I,
for
and we,
the
do we
team
want
for
the
the
NBA
Olympics.
to do that? Is what you're asking?
Yeah,
want
he's
the
asking,
men-
would
do we
you
want
be
the men
for
to
it
do
if
that?
if the men did that? If you
Mm.
had Team USA,
Y'all aren't
versus
intrigued by
the
that at all?
All-Stars.
Because I mean, you guys are
Nah.
talking about two guys that are already up in arms. I feel like it brings because the All-Star game in itself, right, hasn't
All
been
it's
shit from
gonna
a
do is
competitive
diminish
standpoint.
the USA team and probably make them all feel like they don't deserve to be on it.
Oh,
They
okay,
get
I see.
dogged by the
I would see
All-Stars.
I would see the complete opposite. Like I could see both sides of that, right? Like if you're on Team USA, you're not trying to get ran. There's a reason you're on Team USA. I don't care if you're JaVale McGee, Keldon Johnson, or Kevin Durant. I'm the best of the best. I'm here because I was better, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show up and show out. And
That's
if, and then on the flip side, if I didn't get selected, I'm going at your head. But either way, to me, it'd be a highly competitive game, way more competitive than the current All-Star format.
Yeah, if we put our best 12 guys on that Team USA team, then I'd be for it. But we haven't done that since maybe the
2004?
Kobe one.
That was like
2000.
2004.
Probably
I would
since
say
the last
2004 or
Olympics. Probably since the
2008.
last Olympics. We
No, no,
won
no.
gold last Olympics.
No,
But-
that still wasn't
but
our
that-
best team then.
This was our
That wasn't even
best team, though.
That's still kind of my point. Like at the end of the day, they're all professionals. They're all superstars, right? Yeah, I know you're gonna say
They were all going to
McGee,
be All-Stars anyways. But
Yeah, but
For the most
there's
part-
all-stars and there's superstars. Those are two different
Yeah.
things.
But I mean, but at the end of the day, if those are the people that can commit for whatever given reason, I don't know the full process. You're right. There's some people that are called, some people that aren't. There's some people who can answer the bell, and some people who can't. Right?
there's some
Um,
who just up in age, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
I've done 3 tours of
Right.
Team USA basketball. It's time
Exactly.
for somebody else. But
That's a highly competitive game,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying. Right? You don't want to see that at all, and you're not even intrigued by that. You think it'd just be a bunch of
I'd-
BS?
I'd
because
rather
it's not the
see-
best
I'd rather
12?
Don't I
s-
see
I'd
that?
rather
Don't I
see
see that in the
that.
NBA right now? Kind of.
Huh?
Don't I see that in the NBA now?
No. You see, no.
I'd rather see it
We
than,
argue
than the
that
current
every year.
All-Star format. The current All-Star
Yeah.
format.
How many
is
times do we
trash. I don't
argue
watch.
people that are left off the All-Star?
I don't even watch the All-Star game.
Yeah,
no
but
more.
half the
There's
guys on
no
the
point.
All-Star team aren't American. They're because the
All right.
league is a global league.
All right. Let me ask you
I
guys a
don't know.
follow-up
I know you
question
guys
to
are
this.
saying our last team wasn't the best players in the league, but there's way better than the team that we got put together right now.
Well, you're
I
right.
agree.
Yeah, you're
Way
right.
better.
I don't think nobody disagrees with that, but I think finally at the end of the day, like what's in it for them, right? So if I'm an all-star, not like a super, I'm sorry, I'm a superstar, not an all-star, and I'm one of the best in the world. And to your point about like being developed in age, like what's in it for me? Like the only thing I could possibly do is I go rep my squad, but maybe I get hurt, maybe I all these other things that come up. Like what am I trying to prove, right? I'm because the thing is like all the other competitive sports inside the Olympics, these people are like not amateurs, they're professionals, but they're not that same level in terms of like what they stand to lose and what they stand to gain. Like if you're a track field runner or somebody like that, okay, once every 4 years you get your shine. But if I'm an NBA player, I shine every night. So it's like what's in it for me? Like if I get to shine once every 4
medal.
years, then absolutely. If I get to shine every day, screw it. Y'all can go play whomever. As a matter of fact, Mick, you want to go play? You go play. I'm chilling.
I'll gold medals in it, and that's that. Having a gold medal means something, man. If you say you don't, that's crazy. I'm not saying it's as much as the NBA championship, but it still means something to win a gold medal.
All right. So let me ask you guys the second part of
Very
this.
few
Okay,
people have those in the world.
we're gonna switch.
Depends what kind of patriot you are.
You know what? Hey, that's
I
a good
agree.
point.
I agree.
I was going to say,
I
hey, you know
agree.
what? This year there might be some guys who don't want to play because of everything that has happened in the past, year plus that has been really brought to the surface. I don't know. Some people are like that.
So Rick, you're just undoing your argument right now?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
No,
It's cool. It's cool, Rick.
No,
You
no,
check
no,
both sides
no,
of the
You
table.
guys, no. Fuck out of here. Anyways, no. I'm not even gonna get into my shit because I'm trying to mediate this shit. We're gonna move forward. All right.
All right.
The second part of this is it was brought to my attention by a new listener. She was saying, "Yo, what if she thinks that Team USA should no longer use NBA players? Period. They should use
Go back to college.
collegiate
or
players.
G
They
League.
should use G League players. They should use." She was even saying like and people like basically
gonna
you should
get
give
ran.
other people a chance.
I
What do
agree
y'all
with
think
that.
about that?
I agree with that.
We get ran.
No, I don't.
Global
If
basketball
that's
is
the
too
case,
good
then
now. It's
that-
too good now.
I
The
would
other
turn
teams
around-
have a lot. They use their professionals. We need
Yeah,
ours.
right.
If we don't, we'll never win it. We'll be like the soccer team. We're like men's soccer. If
But
we
like
lose.
you're
Exactly.
saying, like they
Yeah.
shouldn't use professional players, but there's professional players in other leagues in Europe and stuff, so they're still pros.
Right.
So yeah, they should be. So if they're gonna
I
bring their
agree.
pros, we're bringing our pros, and that's what
Right.
it is.
Yep.
It's not our
Yeah.
fault. Our pros are better. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Are
You
they?
want to bring your pros? Otherwise, bring your college kids from the Europe.
Shout out to
and put 'em in.
my Flying Eagles. The Nigerians had a lot to say about your professionals being better. I'm just saying.
They have professionals on their team too. Just saying, they got pros on
Should
their
I
team
send you a
too.
green and white flag? What we doing?
Hey, I already got it. Don't worry
Change
about it.
your
It's out here,
background.
okay?
Change your
You know what I'm
background.
saying?
All right.
Change your
All
background.
right.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? I know my roots. I don't need 23andMe to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't getting my files.
Oh,
You ain't
look
going
kinda-
back
you look
either,
like,
is you?
You look like you're Cameroonian.
You ain't going
but
back
that's-
though.
I'm just saying.
All right, moving on to the next one. So we discussed this, and I'm very curious as to hear what you guys think. What makes America's team and America's pastime? You know, Dallas Cowboys are considered America's team. Why?
We
America's
talked about
pastime
that.
is considered baseball. Why?
It was
I
the
don't
first sport.
agree. Yeah, first sport of what?
In this country.
Probably the first major sport, I would say.
Is that facts?
I think he's right. I think
Um,
baseball was before basketball.
Okay,
And
but
I'm sure it was
still
before
America's
football.
pastime.
At that
Because
time,
if it was the only
a-
sport, that's
Yeah.
what
I
we
feel
had
like
to do.
I feel like these titles are past their time. Like
Yes.
y'all ain't.
Well,
big.
No, no,
listen.
you
There's
asked
no
why
argument
is it-
there, but that's
You asked us why. Brian
Right.
told you why.
yeah.
Now,
I've
you
told
want
you.
to say, should we
Cowboys,
change
it was a branding thing. They came up with something.
So you okay? Fine.
And
fine.
and then
So do you think
America's
it should
pastime
change?
is because it's
Do you-
been around since the 1800s.
Yes, it should change.
Okay, so then fine. Okay, we say it should change. Who should be America's team?
I don't know. I have bigger
I think
fish to fry.
football.
I don't really care.
I think football.
Oh, okay. So now
Yeah.
you don't give a shit.
No,
I don't
I
care
don't
about
care about
America.
America's team versus America's pastime. I don't care personally.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
honestly, it's a hot topic to you, so I'm willing to discuss it. But personally, I don't care.
He gonna leave me out here on this ledge.
I'm just saying.
I think
Football-
football is America's new pastime.
Yep.
Yeah,
Football season
is.
comes up and everybody fucking goes crazy.
Well, no,
Yes.
hey, the NFL did things right? They stay relevant year round, right?
Yeah.
They do. They've
You know what's
spread
really
themselves
funny about
out.
that?
They've done. They do. You know, you got the Super Bowl that happens now in February. It used to be in January. Stretches all the way into February now, right?
Got the
Then you get
combine.
the combine, and that's televised. Then you get the draft, and that's a big thing, right? And then you get into
Free
mini
agency.
camps
Now
and
you
free
get
agents, free agencies and mini camps. Then OTA. Yeah, I mean, like they did it right.
Fantasy.
Yeah,
So,
fantasy
right,
football.
fantasy
Fantasy
football
football, I think,
got
is what really
huge.
put football on the map. Like
And-
to
and
be
it's-
America's pastime.
It's the best. It's the best fantasy game. Why? Because it's only once a week, and
Yep.
you're not having to. You know, you
Right,
have time
change
to.
your
plan things
lineups
out.
daily. Like you
Yeah, I
have
can
to
still
with
do. I can
baseball
do
or
everything else in my
basketball.
life, and then just
Right.
change my team once a week. You know what I mean?
So
Right.
so as we
Yeah.
talk about undoing arguments, right? Like I want to say in the previous years, you know what I'm saying, in the recent past, the talk of NFL's popularity going down and CTE stuff, you know, being a part of that, and the non-safety and people talking about they're not putting their kids in football, that was driving it down to the point where there was talks about the NFL going away at some point.
I don't
That
think-
was
I don't think it
all the way
ever-
up to last year. So
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
like,
it ever like.
I think that was salacious. The toxic NFL is never going to go away. And even with CTE, and I've had this conversation, as long as you have people in poverty who can use football to get out of poverty, we're always going to have people to play football. They may not be as good as the guys we have, but there's always going to be a wealth of people who will
Yeah.
play football because it's a way out.
okay.
You know what
And
I-
go ahead.
Yep.
You know, they always talk about like certain sports being expensive, and
Mhm.
I know a lot of people that are in the NFL come from poverty, but I'm like, man, bro, if you're buying all that equipment or whatever, it seems like it'd be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of the time the equipment's provided
Sponsored.
to you.
It's sponsored.
Yeah.
I never
If
played.
you're
it.
High
if you're
school-
talented, it doesn't matter. If you're talented,
That's true.
You don't need money.
If you're in high school and you're talented, you know, you've got the Mater Days of the world, the St. John Bosco's out here in California. They Oaks Christian, they're gonna come calling.
I don't know. I feel
and
like baseball's not.
You
even
don't got to do
relevant.
nothing.
And
Ba-
during
baseball,
when it's
though-
going season,
Baseball's expensive. It's nonstop, dude. Tournaments constantly.
I'm just saying, like at this
Yeah.
point, I don't feel like baseball's ever relevant. Even right now, no one watched the All-Star game.
Well, it's a distant third when you say behind basket. That hockey may overtake it if we actually
I
start.
would tell you
No.
probably
If they
UFC.
market it.
Knocker.
I would tell you UFC probably overtook it already, and I don't even know if that's true, but it just seems more
So
popular.
no love for James Naismith's game, huh? I feel like that's the sport for me, but I mean, I guess I'm
Well,
a minority
they're-
in this
they're
case
second.
again, huh?
They're second. Basketball's second.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
think
I
it's
said,
second.
man.
All right,
Football,
moving forward.
like Brian, everything Brian said, football is just people go crazy when football comes around again. And the Super Bowl now, just real quick, back to what Brian said also, the Super Bowl now, it's like a fucking national holiday.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
you know, once that it's time for that, it's all go. For the
Well,
whole
yeah.
thing.
Let's face it. Most people in the United States would really like to have the Monday off the day
Yes.
after the Super Bowl.
And,
Yes.
and one
And
more
if
thing.
I if I was ever elected president,
Oh,
president-elect 50, I would do
Yeah,
that.
Brian for
Henry for president. Henry for
I would
president.
do
No,
that.
real
hey,
quick, real
you
quick.
fit the mold, nigga.
Real quick regarding football. Football did it right too, because they made it scarce, right? There's only 16 games. There's only 17 games. How long do we wait for a season? We're like crack fiends.
Yeah.
Right.
They did it right. They
Yeah.
created the demand for football.
Well,
I need
and not
my
only
fix.
that,
I need my fix.
look at how many other leagues have been created to, you know, people have always tried to come up with another league just to continue that fix.
Yeah, but it's
right?
all been gimmicks and stuff like that. Extra
Yeah,
no, I
stuff,
know, I
man.
know.
Well, there's a
Come
couple
on.
things too. I think the NFL has created like the marketing machine behind the NFL is like A1, right? There's no marketing machine bigger or stronger than the NFL, because to Mick's point, you got players who, you know, their careers are injured. I mean, their livelihood is codependent on their ability to play football, and in any given play, their entire life can be just eradicated because they blew out their knee, they blew out their shoulder, whatever the case is. But yet the draw is still there to go play because I need to get that money. One. The second thing is the NFL, because you only have so many viable players that can play at that level, right? So it's like out of the thousands of schools and the hundreds of D1 schools and the thousands of players that you can actually get on an NFL roster in totality, and I'm talking about including practice squad, there's so many guys that can actually play at that level. So when you try to add on all these additional ancillary leagues, like it's a watered down version of NFL. So who's going to watch that when you can get the premier version of it not all year long, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's a point in time where you can get that premier version as opposed to watching this, like, it's like watching a JV game. Who's going to go every week to watch a JV game where you can just say, you know what, cool, I can do something else and I'll just wait till the varsity game come. People want to go see the varsity games. No one's going to want to go see the JV game. And even if some of those JV players can wind up playing at varsity level, cool, I'll wait till they get there. No one cares about it. It's the marketing machine behind the NFL.
Not me.
Is dominant.
I would say honestly, going back to looking at like the ranking of sports 1, 2, 3, 4 and all that, I'd probably go NFL, then I'd go college football,
Damn.
and then I'd go NBA.
I don't really
Well, that's
watch college
fine.
football.
But
But people
I
like
think
violence
college- I think-
too. People
Well,
like violence,
I think
bro. And
college football, there's
football's violent.
a niche of fans that just
Yeah,
that
you're right.
I only do college football. I don't do the NFL.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
college
they are,
football is
yeah.
kind of a niche. It's a niche sport in my opinion.
Yeah. And same
Well-
thing. I mean, it's been branded and it's been marketed.
a marketing
a
machine,
certain way.
but NCAA is another massive
Yeah.
marketing machine. So much
Right.
so that's why they want to make sure these kids get paid, because the NCAA is getting paid.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
argue the NRA and PETA have as good a marketing machine as college
Hilarious.
football. And
Probably.
Well, that's true.
And that's probably
Especially
about
the NRA.
the point about violence. That's
And what do they
probably
all have in common?
What'd you say, Katie?
that point about violence, because that's why there's a huge draw with hockey, right? Hockey, like, I mean,
Well, there used to be a huge draw with hockey.
Yeah,
a lot of
hockey-
people aren't
because of that
A lot of people
aspect
don't
of it.
watch it as much as they used to because
Yeah,
they've
because
taken a
they're
lot of it
switching
out.
it around. Yeah,
but
they're
that's
switching it
that's the
around.
thing. You know, people are watching to see the violence. You know what I mean? Like that's where people come
Yes.
from. And that's why I always saw the hypocrisy between
I like
you
I like
love the
grace of
violence
niggas on
and,
skates.
and NFL and NHL. You love the violence there, but if you see NFL
Right.
players get violent or aggressive, oh, these guys are animals. Like that's where I'm like,
Yeah. I agree.
Jesus.
That's
Sorry,
why, like, the
y'all.
only time I watch a MLB highlight is when the bench is clear. We're fighting. All right.
You want to see a bunch of guys
But-
slap each
but-
other?
But,
They-
but
they
violence
throwing-
is at the top of your list there, Renee. You're
It's
a guy
at the
that
top
likes
of
violence.
most people.
Yeah, you
people
care-
love
no,
to see
no,
violence.
Renee, you
hold on.
literally-
when you watch football, do you love to see someone get cracked? You
I
do,
like
right?
it.
They're
I
coming
like
across the middle, you're
to see the
"Ooh,
9
what a
route.
hit."
I like to see a 9 route.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying. you
but
like to see
but
someone
Renee,
get
Renee, you literally
violated.
carry violence in your trunk every day.
Violence
saying.
comes with-
Renee woke up and chose violence.
Right.
I'm just telling you guys, people love violence. That's why people
Hey,
like to
man.
watch fights.
And it's all Eddie
He
P's
had a hard
fault.
upbringing. Okay, he had a hard upbringing, man. All
And
this
my
nigga needed
brother
was
and
a
I
hug.
used to box when I was little. What do you want me to say?
It's
still
all
in my
Eddie
genes.
P's fault.
Yeah. Well, look, I appreciate y'all. I get it. I obviously the anomaly is Katie was talking about people that won't watch JV. I watch half court basketball in the Big Three, and I'm really
Big Three has
enthused by that.
NBA
But
and the
that's fine.
WNBA.
ones.
And I watch the WNBA, so obviously I love what I love. But
So
it's
you're an
cool.
outlier, is what you are.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. With that being said, we move on to the third quarter. Keep it pushing. All right, cool. That was like my air horn. Y'all like see that?
Like it.
There it
Like
is. All right. So what men think? Y'all know what this segment is, man. We just talk a bunch of craziness right here, and we've got a few questions that were given by new listeners, old listeners. Need to learn though. I almost quoted a Jay-Z line there. Anyways, dating Q. All right, fellas. I know a lot of people are in relationships or with somebody. But just curious, dating Q, what kind of age difference do y'all think would be acceptable? Like, what's the limit for y'all?
I think
What's the
10
what?
years is the limit.
10
Of what?
years should be the
10
limit?
years up or down, that's the limit. Because at that point, like, what do you start talking? Like, I'll use myself as an example. I'm in my mid 40s. If I was single and if I was talking to a girl in her mid 20s, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, what do we talk about? I don't even know where to go.
I don't
So
know.
I would
Jack
say 10
Nicholson
years
be
up or down.
banging baddies.
He's
Who?
got millions of dollars. I'm talking about normal people who would
Oh.
actually have to build a relationship and conversation, stuff like that.
No?
Yeah.
10 years.
Agreed.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. So
10
with that
years,
being
yeah.
said, it's 10 years just, and I don't want to really out anybody too much, but just personal experience. Have you ever done anything even close? Okay. All right.
I think I've done. I think me and my girl like 8 or 9 years apart.
Really?
Yeah. I'm 39.
Okay.
She's 30. Yeah. I just turned 39.
Hey. And she's also 6'3". I love it. Renee, you
6'3". You know, shit, I'm not here. I go
You
against
the-
the grain.
you
dog.
the
I'm
little
trying to get my
spoon.
kids-
Yeah, I get
trying
it.
to get my kids in the university, man. I need
did
someone
it.
to retire me. Come on,
No,
man.
you did it right, dude. You did it right.
Oh man. And she could. You know what I mean? Dang. I got it all.
That is too funny. All right, moving on to the next one. And I don't really know how to even
I
outline
like how
this one. I
everyone
wish.
that's gonna be a listener actually don't think my girl's like 6'3" right now.
Well, if they've been listening, then we know you, Little Spoon. You know what I'm saying?
No, y'all
Don't
made
knock
me
it.
little spoon.
Don't knock
I
it.
just said I was going to.
No, I don't knock it till you try it. What I'm saying. Don't knock it till you try it.
but Mick loves the Little Spoon. Nah, man.
Tell him, Mick. I only date
I'm telling
baddies
you,
though.
don't
Tell him,
don't
Mick.
look. There's
Hey,
something about
look.
your girl holding you. There's something about
Just
it.
tell him, Jamal. I only give quality over quantity. That's what I do.
Hey, I hear you. I just could never do Little Spoon. I'm telling you, Tyson loves like still climbing all over me. The other day we were watching a movie, and the way that I was laying on the couch, like sideways, and the way that he kind of came and laid like up on me and over
You
me,
threw him off.
I felt like a Little Spoon for like half a second. I was like, get off me! What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, don't you ever, boy. I was like, you right about being a big spoon, but you don't do that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You have
can't
too
wait
much
It's a weird thing.
testosterone, dog.
Hey, I can't
You
wait
get
to the
older.
hoop. I'm just gonna hug Rick from behind, like, you little spoon now. Boom.
Yo,
Hey, and
And
make
that
sure you
day-
lean into it, Renee. Make sure you lean
Renee,
into it.
Oh, yeah,
Renee,
I'm leaning
that
into
day,
that.
please
Oh.
bring
Make
your
sure you lean into
gloves
that.
up to the house. Just make them readily available because we're going around after that one.
Right
I
after
ain't little-
that.
I'm not Little Spooning nobody.
And give you a
man.
little
Hey,
spank on that. That's a good game.
Make sure you lean
Look at that.
into
You
it.
I don't
gonna
like
be
that
upset.
either.
You're gonna be
I don't like
upset,
that either.
Rick.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
Rick's gonna be upset that day.
I don't like that. Don't good game me. I'm good, man. I don't even like that, man. Look, never mind. You know what? I'm gonna tell too much business. All right, we on now. All right, next one. So there was a kid on social media. That's where I like to pull a lot of stuff. He had posted that he's identified a weird trend amongst today's rappers, and it was a little TikTok. He had posted like before fame and then after fame, just to kind of give you guys an idea. Before fame, every single one of them was just regular old people. For example, what's his name? Old Town Road. What's his name?
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
Like,
Black
he can't-
hair.
Hold on. I can't give him no love on this.
No. But I'm
Satan
just
representing Satan.
just the
Is
trend.
that Uzi Vert?
That's him
I'm
too.
just talking about the
too.
trend. He was mentioned too. Like these guys are all of a sudden after fame. Kid Cudi, they're colorful. They're wearing dresses, women's clothing, and doing really weird stuff. Before fame, it was none of that. He's like, that's a weird trend.
Lil Pump too. He
Yeah.
added him to that list.
Do you guys believe there's a clear agenda?
Yeah,
And if so, what is it?
it's money. That's what it is.
What's the money?
It's what the kids want. They're doing they're selling out for money.
You can say that, but also they say money makes you more who you are. Like you just come out more, right? Like I had to hide before, but now I'm rich and whatever. Ain't no one say shit, so I wear women's clothing. They was probably gay from the beginning, like Lil Nas X. He just didn't come out, and like now he got money. Like yo, I'm gonna come out. It is what it
And
is.
to your point, you're right. This is the time to do it. All the movements are right now. This is the time to do it.
So that's where I was trying to figure it out, right? Like because you guys are right, and it's funny. Oh my god, I can't think of his name now. I hear his voice and I can't think of his name, but it's a rapper. Oh my god,
He said Rocky wore a dress one time, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm out. I'm not with you no more."
Who was that?
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, ASAP Rocky. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know who he's bagging now, right?
I don't care who he bagging. You put a dress on,
Rihanna.
dog. I don't care. He ain't
Yeah,
bagging
wait,
no
where do you-
Rihanna. She
how do
been
you feel
married
about-
to a billionaire.
How do you feel about kilts, Renee?
No, dog,
What is
she-
that? How do you feel about that?
They strong.
Hey, that's a
They
tradition
strong with it.
in a country.
Okay.
So they
Kilts
can
are okay.
have that. That's their thing, right? But you just like he was a normal thug gangster selling drugs on the street. You became a rapper. You showed up on a TV
Okay,
show.
hold on.
Put a dress
Let's
on?
not get confused. None of those cats was ever no drug dealers selling nothing. No nothing.
I'm just saying. They said Rocky
Other
got
than
arrested
their
for
body,
selling
probably.
drugs when he was a kid.
I feel really old because I don't even know who any of these guys are.
You ain't missing nothing. EP.
Yeah, you probably know
Yeah,
that
you're
one
not.
song though
You're
from
not.
ASAP.
But
I love
you know
bad
what?
bitches,
We're
that
just talking
my
about the
fucking problem.
overall.
I
And
still
yeah,
like
little
ASAP.
fuck, I got a fucking problem. You probably heard that song.
Yeah,
That's
we should,
fucking
hey, we
Rick's
should go to
anthem,
karaoke
dog.
and let
Rick,
and
how
let
is that
Renee-
not your anthem?
You see how
No, it
Renee,
is. It is.
Renee really owned that
Yeah,
line.
Right, but I really like
He owned it.
Renee
Hey,
like
nah, I love that
renditions of
shit.
songs like "Ain't a fucking problem."
Hey, that's how it goes.
Yes.
I was waiting for Rick to
Conviction in
jump
his
in. Like,
face.
I was like, that's got to be your
Veins all in
anthem.
his neck.
So,
Yo,
Rick, what's your
y'all
point?
here.
What was
No.
did the kid believe that there was an agenda?
Yes, so he was asking
Yeah.
his thing was what's the agenda, and you know what, and to your guys' point, yeah, the rapper that I was talking about was Tyler the Creator. I really like Tyler the Creator, right? But Tyler the Creator, at least from my understanding, came out as he likes men, which is whatever, that's your vibe, right? But it's funny, the other day I was listening to a song off of his either first or second album, and he was like, "Yo, I'm not gay," basically. You know what I'm saying? He obviously used the words explicit if you know Tyler the Creator's words, but you know, and he was like, and I was like, "Yo, I wonder was that because he wasn't famous, and then once he got famous it was like it was cool and it was okay for him to just be out there, and that like is that part of the agenda, or is the agenda, you know, the machine behind the media being like, yo, we need you to reach out to all these other people, so you have to be weird and eclectic and, you know,
It is
like you said, sell out? Like what is it?
Is anybody paying more attention to what
Album
Eddie's
sales?
doing than what Rick's saying?
I was doing. I
Because
watched
I'm
that
at the-
kid.
because I'm at the
His
same
son,
house
his
Eddie just
heat,
walked
his heat
into.
visor up and everything.
Right? That was nice. I'm sorry. Keep going. Sorry.
It's good. It's good. All right, we'll move forward. We'll move forward.
Yeah.
I was just curious what you guys thought. All right, so next one is more along your lines here. What's one character that you guys think was casted perfectly in a biopic? For me, it was Jamie Foxx and Ray. A lot of people have said Angela
Jim
Bassett
Morrison.
in
Val Kilmer. Or Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison in Doors is me.
I've never seen that movie. I got to see that.
You
You gotta do this.
Do
when
you like
watch
the
it, though.
Doors?
You gotta do the little feminine pose he does for you.
I mean, I don't have to do it. I'm just gonna watch the movie.
My brother bullied me to do it when I was a kid.
Yo, I
See?
think
See?
I
My
think
brother
Jessica
bullied me.
Rabbit knocked it out the park in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You stupid, cuz how the fuck was that
Jessica
about?
Rabbit, dude. Do you like Jessica
are.
Rabbit or no? Or is it
I
just
do.
me?
I do.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
I mean, I literally just talked to somebody about Jessica Rabbit the other day. I mean, she
I love in figments of people's imagination.
Man.
That's the finest
man.
cartoon ever created.
you know,
That's-
there's a thing, you know what I'm saying? Women these days, when they post their pictures, you know what I'm saying, and their enhanced bodies or just their good shapes, they're like, yo, I'm built like a TV, I mean, like a cartoon character mom or cartoon character, because you know,
Fucking
yeah,
YouTube.
you see how it is. You see how it is. I mean, look at the girl from what's that one with not King of the Hill, the Family Guy. Yeah, his mom. I mean, The
There's moms
Simpsons.
like that out there. That's more
I'm just saying.
realistic, mom.
Yeah, but they all
Jessica
built.
Rabbit's not realistic.
I mean, I know.
Not a
I know
natural one.
somebody.
Not
I
a
know
natural
somebody.
one. That's
No,
all
you
bought and
know
paid
that.
for.
I mean,
We're gonna need receipts, Rick, if you know it.
Yeah.
We're gonna need receipts.
Jeez, we need photos.
No. All right. Moving forward, you guys don't have anything for me on Perfectly Cast about. You guys had something for me on Wednesday. Now all of a sudden, you guys.
You said Ray and
I
Jamie
think
Foxx?
about like Will Smith and Ali. That was pretty good. Oh Girl and I, Tonya was pretty good.
Oh, that was a pretty
Oh,
good.
No,
yeah.
you know what?
I
Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness. I think he's that kind of dad, so I'll give him that.
Bro, that's not a biopic. You
Yes,
know
it
what?
is. Yes, it is.
How?
It's
Yes,
just
it
based
is.
on a real person.
That's
It's
based on a real person.
But that's
It's
not a
true story.
biopic. It's just a true story.
Malcolm X and
Denzel.
Denzel. That's actually a really good one. Or Snowden. That was pretty good. Like some of these people like are
That
actually
one, yeah.
were able to do it. Like kind of pull it off. What's another one? I think this is something we can all kind of relate to. And Straight Outta Compton, I think depending on which character you think, like the Ice Cube's son did a good job playing Ice Cube.
Well,
Playing
I
his
mean, if he
dad.
didn't do a bad, you know, what I mean, yeah,
He did a bad job.
yeah.
But
I agree.
my
dad
number one
too.
pick is probably gonna go. I'll leave with Will.
Hey, with that being said, hey, Mick, real quick, just a sidebar. Do you think either one of your sons could do a good job playing you in a biopic?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
perverted
they
parts.
He said the
Jamal,
perverted
they ain't
parts?
Playing you when you, Jamal, they are not
Perverted
playing you
parts.
when you were young, bro. Stop
No,
it.
no, yeah, probably no, not young.
No,
but
they're
today,
not
yeah,
playing
they
him
probably
good.
could.
They could
He
be like
was
Raising Cane, like Raising Germ.
Hey,
They
what
could.
do you think they
Raising
would do? Do you think they would just like throw their controllers, whoop
Mhm.
ass?
They have
I
my
seen Jamal-
they
I
have my
seen Jamal-
personality at different types, different
Yeah, I
ages. in
seen
their lives.
Jamal and his cousin like swing leather belts, buckles at each other. I was like, I'm going home. I'm going inside. I'm out.
Which cousin? Because I didn't.
No, Kendrick.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah. Yeah, you
Y'all was
remember?
swinging belt buckles at each other?
That was just trying to protect myself. That dude was a bully.
Oh, that's, yeah, whatever you say, that's what I say too. Ran at my brother with a
Kevin
butter
did
knife. I
him
was like,
a
yeah, I'm just
solid.
trying to protect myself.
Mm.
Hilarious. All right. Next one. Name some or tell me some subtle hints that you would drop if you won the lottery without telling people that you actually won.
I would disappear for like a month.
That's a subtle hint.
No deuce. Have you ever seen me just disappear off the face of no contact with anyone? Just know I won the lotto.
I figured you'd be
Or you're-
caught in a
or-
little
or-
spoon.
Or you went missing.
Or I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man.
Um,
Subtle hints.
I think not so subtle. I do what they did on Half Baked when my man quit his Burger King job, dude.
Fuck you.
Oh.
You're cool.
Wow.
100%.
Yeah, but
so
that
subtle.
that doesn't really work anymore in your world.
I can do it. Look, I can do it in our
You
team
work from
Zoom
home.
meeting.
What are you gonna do?
We have Zoom meetings. We have
I'm about to
leadership
say you
meetings
be on a
every
Zoom
week.
meeting. Yo,
You're on a
hey,
Zoom meeting.
on a
Give,
Zoom
give
meeting.
give me the details when that Zoom meeting goes off.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
taping
I-
that
yeah,
shit.
get-
Look, I'm
I
gonna send
wanted
it
to
to
get
all
in.
you guys too. Like, watch
Yeah,
it. Like,
record
hold
it.
my beer. If I
Right,
say hold my
record
beer and I
it.
send you a Zoom link, it's
Yeah.
going
Hey,
down.
that's like that
Okay.
Kevin Hart, right? Where he's like, "Yo, I can't tell y'all what's gonna happen, but just watch it. You know, it's about to go down."
Exactly.
You go 2 + 2, not knowing what the fuck it is, bitch. All right. Another one. This one came from new listener. She said, "Why do men prefer younger women?"
Okay, for the most part.
I'm not about to indict myself, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna refrain from this question.
Said what I said. No typo.
Where's Luda at when I need him?
Said what I said. They look
man.
better and better.
Where's Luda at?
Aesthetics.
Man.
Let's leave it at aesthetics. For the most part, aesthetics. If you play the numbers.
And it also depends how young you go. Like, I don't think I'd want to date like a 21-year-old because then I feel like the immaturity level, like, you know what I mean? I think 25 is my limit. 25, they pretty mature. and
What if she was a mute?
What if she was a mutant?
I can't. How do I communicate? I gotta text her all the time. We sit next to each other. I
You
gotta
could
be like,
learn sign language, bro. You could learn sign language. Come on now.
Because
it's like saying I can learn Spanish too, but I ain't done it yet.
What
Maybe
it,
she
what Eddie,
reads
what Eddie
mouths.
see?
It's because there's nothing as valuable as youth. You only have it for a little while, and once it's gone, people try to buy it back. But that's why,
That's very deep. I like that. That's a good answer.
yeah, that's why.
Good answer. Number one answer. Number one answer. I'll take Eddie P. I'll bet you
Reaching
with
for
us.
that
Eddie P,
value.
where the hell are you? You've been in 17 different backgrounds. I feel like Eddie P
He's
just
in the
keeps changing
living room
Zoom
right now.
background.
I
He
know
just-
that living room.
He's
You know-
downstairs at my parents'
He's in the
house.
living room.
I was like, I don't
Upstairs in
remember
my
that
dad's
place.
office.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hey, what's Renee doing in my house?
All right, let's wrap these out with our staples. What are you guys listening to this week? Anything new, old, or otherwise? I know KD. We've been going back and forth. with
Yeah,
some-
yeah, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
y'all put me on the Conway the Butcher, and I've just been. I mean, man,
You know what? Actually, I got a better question because this is for Rick, strictly for Rick.
what?
Did you watch Space Jam?
Ah, yeah, yeah, I watched it.
The disappointment in your face is classic.
I already knew it was gonna be rough, but
I think the part of the problem with that when movies like that is like we're 30-something-year-old, 40-something-year-old men trying to watch Space Jam, the movie that came out like 2 decades ago, and trying to establish that these two movies are like the same for us, and they'll never be the same. Like it was a novelty when it came out, and it's first of all it's Jordan, and it was like something that had never been done before. That type of crossover. 1, 2 is because it never happened before. Our expectations were non-existent. So now you
Yeah.
have this like 20 years later with
Ed.
LeBron that already is a polarized, player where he still doesn't have the same level of like admiration that Jordan has. And then you try to like do a mock-up of that same type of formulated movie. Like no one's gonna be buying it. The only people who really is gonna be buying it is maybe a 10-year-old or 12-year-old, and that's hoping that they like LeBron.
Yeah, that wasn't even that. It was like the storyline of them getting to the game was trash. Like,
everything,
in the first one, Bugs Bunny them got in trouble. So it was like, cool, they're going to go draft or suck down Michael Jordan to like help them, right?
Right.
This one is like, some
LeBron needs
algorithms. It was god awful. I was
let me also say this. Look, unpopular opinion, all right? I am appreciative of what LeBron James does on the court. But off the court, I don't like listening to LeBron James.
Me neither.
I don't even like I do tap into the shop, but it's mainly because of other people. Like the last one I watched had Jay-Z on there.
Right.
I mean like I just don't, and this is no shade on LeBron or anything like that, but just he's not the guy that I'm listening to or I go to for any sort of advice? Entertainment value or anything like that. Yeah. No, I appreciate that he brings some stuff.
That's a great point. Because have you ever heard Magic tell a story about back in the day? Have you ever heard Deion Sanders tell a story about back in the day, Michael Irvin? Those guys, you tune in because those guys, are superstars. And when they tell their stories, you're like, I wish I could just sit here and listen to stories all day. LeBron, for some reason, he doesn't do that to me. I think, I don't know what it is, but he doesn't. Even Kobe to a certain degree, I didn't really like listening to him off the court, but LeBron
I love Kobe Bryant Muse, you know what I'm saying? And
Muse
a couple of things. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, I hear what you're saying though. You're right, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there really hasn't been a single time LeBron said something. I was like, oh yeah, you got it. I'm here.
Well, I think what part of it is like
I love
going back and like watching, like just recently on ESPN, they had the Lakers Celtics 30 for 30 thing again, right? Mm-hmm. And when you go back and you listen to like Mick was saying, Magic, there was something that was like his personality is infectious, right? He's just the way he talks and he gets animated and the highs and the lows and all that kind of stuff. Man, LeBron sounds monotone most of the damn time. Like it's just, we just got to do this.
It's like a CEO. LeBron's like a CEO.
I really wouldn't even say this.
Line.
If LeBron ever decides that he might want to pick up 10 Cents podcast, just know LeBron, I'm sorry, cuz I ain't really mean this. I'm just saying this.
Don't accept that apology, LeBron.
Hey, look, LeBron, when you come in here, if you come in here, you better come correct because we're coming to get you. That's it.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Just hey.
LeBron, don't even talk these. LeBron, stop. These guys they don't appreciate your greatness or your.
So with that being said, the best thing I watched this week was Empty Man. Watch Empty Man. Going back to it.
Hey Jamal, you know what I was going to ask you to or tell you about? Because you watched was that Startup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Startup.
That's great. That's a great flick.
What?
Season 3 sucked.
Oh yeah.
They were running out of ways to end that. I agree with you.
They went
like,
I don't think
it was a no.
I don't actually think that story. I don't think that the show ended as intended. I don't think they intended it.
Something happened.
It was so abrupt and so like just all kinds of stuff just up in the air.
What show? What was that on?
Startup.
Netflix.
Well, there you have it. Netflix is notorious for bringing out shows and then they end them because they start asking for more money.
Netflix picked up the show, but it was already pre-recorded like years before that point, right? I would say this season 3 probably ended in I would say 2018.
Okay.
Right. So that's 3 years gap between now and then. Right. So the show was very popular, but I don't think the show ended as they wanted it to. I think it's like they ran out of funding or, not enough buzz, whatever the case is, because if that show had aired live, they would have had another season or two after it. So that you could tell at the end of the last one, it was just like, whoop, end of the show. Yeah. That's it.
Sorry, Katie. I'm not laughing at you saying I'm just see my brother walk around everywhere.
I stopped looking.
Vision is throwing me off.
I'm on the Animal Kingdom right now. That's some good stuff to me. I'm on Animal Kingdom.
It is Shark Week.
And our other show starts tonight, Mick.
Yes.
What show is that?
3. Don't tell Rick. Don't tell
my God.
It's actually already out right now. I watched it this morning.
Did you watch it this morning?
Yep. It's good.
Wait, what?
This one's gonna be way better than the last one.
Than the last one, but it's not as good as the first one. Anyways, you know what that makes me think, man? Netflix does. Oh God, I hate that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right, like city, like I'm gonna make it. All right, here we go.
can't keep nothing good. You know what? The last that you just said it. Netflix always kills stuff. When Netflix had to Get Up, they had Luke Cage. Those were two very, very good shows that they ended on me, and I hated. I wish they'd bring back How to Make It in America too, which was on HBO. That's what I'm tapping in. Those are good shows, not
You like Luke
freaking
Cage?
Power.
You like Luke
I
Cage?
love Luke Cage.
I thought it was good the first season. The second season, I was like, yeah, I'm out.
The second season wasn't as good, but it was still very solid in my opinion. But that's me.
Yeah,
I'm black superhero.
I know.
So all right, fourth quarter. All right.
When I get a
fourth
Mexican
quarter.
superhero, when we get
Karate
fucking
Kid.
Hey,
Karate Kid?
Bean guy.
I like Nacho Libre.
I was just
You're not a superhero, dog.
No,
No,
And
Well,
he was
you know.
LA. You do.
you
El
like him
Chapo.
because he
El
wrestles.
Chapo's a
and you like
superhero.
wrestling.
You got El Chapo.
El Chapo was cool too.
He's a
Yeah,
superhero.
yeah.
El Chapo.
You guys got Narcos? What do you want?
Narcos. Yeah, I was just gonna say
Y'all got all
He was
sorts
a
of
hero
stuff.
to a lot of people.
Hey, El Chapo's a super villain. dog.
Machete. Machete.
Machete don't talk. Machete don't podcast.
do
And none of these guys
too.
got superpowers, man.
Machete
No
don't
Mexican got
podcast.
superpower. I got Speedy Gonzalez. That's what I got. Yeah, see, that's what we got.
And that was a racist ass fucking character.
Hey, what do you want me to say?
And I'm
man?
happy. I am even mad at that he's racist. I'm cool.
No, he wasn't racist. The show was racist.
no, I know,
he
but I don't
passed
care. I'm cool. At least we got one in there. We got one character in there. Give me one.
Oh my god! All right, bump it or dump it time, y'all. Fourth quarter, we got a few more minutes. Let's see if we can knock this out in 10. All right, NBA 2K22 released their cover athletes. The cover athletes are as follows. The officials, they have Dirk Nowitzki. I'm sorry. Let me start with the NBA first. They have Luka Doncic. Then they have the Legends version, which is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kevin Durant, and Dirk Nowitzki. And then they have the first woman cover athlete in Candace Parker. Y'all love it?
I'm bumping it, but I just want the gameplay to build on to what they did with 21, because 21 was actually a pretty good game. So cover aside, if they continue building the gameplay, I'm in.
Give two shits about a cover. Dump it.
I would agree with that. The gameplay needs to be better. 2K21 wasn't as good as 2K20. And
Trivia fact: was there ever a woman player drafted in the NBA?
Fact.
The fact that you're bringing it up
Facts.
leads me down the.
How long ago?
I don't know. Was it
like 80
Cheryl
years,
Miller?
50
It
years.
wasn't Cheryl Miller.
It wasn't
I thought
Cheryl
her
Miller.
too.
It was
someone else.
it was the one who was married to Dodger great
Yes.
Don Drysdale.
Yep.
I don't
can't
know who
remember
that
the
is.
name though.
That's been a long time.
1976. I want to say.
Yeah.
That's what you got drafted.
That tells me how
Yeah.
much you guys really care.
So
All
that
right,
we know
fine.
Hey,
more
look,
about
if Mike
the-
Pimberthy can get drafted, anything's possible. Let's move on.
I'm just saying. Rich, I don't like to talk about this shit. All right, fine. Richard Sherman was booked on burglary, domestic violence.
Dump it.
Thank
He
you.
had a bad day. Dump it.
Dump it. Everybody good with that? Dumping it?
No,
I don't. I'm not
I'm not
dumping
good with
it,
that. I'm not
but-
good with
All
that.
right. Here we
There's
go. Go ahead.
something's going on.
Yeah, it's a sports
I don't-
topic.
I don't know. I don't know if it was just a bad day. There's something led up to this. He
He said he's
obviously.
going through. He said he got. Supposedly came out and said he got mental health issues. So
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be something else there. This just wasn't a bad
Okay,
day.
yeah,
This
because
was-
we can add a couple more layers to that. One is so CTE, right? So
Yeah,
we can't
that's what I-
dismiss the fact that it's possible that we're seeing the
He's already
effects of
got
CTE, the side effects of CTE right now, even though he's still
Right.
in the game. Like so many other players who have been opting out as of late to say, you
Right.
know what, I've been feeling the effects of like these concussions and I'm out now.
right.
Right. The second thing is despite the fact that he's at least at one time a Pro Bowler and All-Star, we can't absolve him like when he does wrong, right? Just like any other player. So like if that dude out there tripping, he out there tripping. So he needs to get pinched just like everybody else and take his pinch like a man and not try to blame it on
Well,
whatever
I think
his
the,
issues are.
I
right?
think the
So-
other thing that
Well, that's not
concerns
how
me.
that's not how the U.S. works. That's not how the U.S. justice system works.
but that's not the point. The point is that should be
Well,
how
it
the
should.
justice
Right,
system-
I get it, but that's why I'm dumping it because we can want all the right things to happen. They're not going to happen.
My only
That's
other
why I'm
thing,
dumping
my only other thing with this story was hearing the fact that he was actually willing to do suicide by cop. That there's something going on.
Yeah, man. I think that,
Something's going on, man. Like his wife being all concerned like she was on that phone call, and
Well-
then she's
Well, hold up though. She said that he
standing-
doesn't have a gun though, so you can want to do suicide by cop. What's he going to do? Run out and grab people's?
how many
Well,
black people get shot and murdered all the time with no gun? Are you
I
kidding me?
get
It
it.
ain't
I
that
get
There you
hard.
go. See,
It ain't-
Brian?
I get
it
it,
ain't
but
that
you
hard.
said he
He
wants
can
to
come
do
out there with
suicide by cop. He
Well,
wants to
but
do
they,
suicide
but
by
that,
cop.
that's because
different.
they, well,
Everybody
that's
gets
because
stopped
they,
don't want to do suicide by cop.
but that's because they said
He wants
that
attention.
he actually went after one of the cops' guns.
Well, no,
that's
that,
what they said.
but yeah, but there's different stories
But
coming out of
I
that.
know,
Yeah,
I
there's a
know,
bunch of.
I know.
The
My
truth is
only
somewhere in
thing
the middle.
was when I saw the video.
Regardless,
when I saw
it's
the
not
video,
just something like, oh, you just like, okay, big deal. Like I think it's a big deal. I think, dude,
I don't.
just like a lot of other people got a lot of issues that we don't see, and we got to see firsthand some of his issues that could stem back
Yeah.
from.
I would say-
think
I would
it's
say-
me.
I don't know if it's a big deal because he was drunk, supposedly intoxicated. So like people, and I've been one of them people that backed it out when I was drunk. So I ain't gonna judge him for that. It did look like
You didn't drive to
video-
somebody's house trying to pack them out, though, right?
I-
Never mind. I can drive right now.
my thing is
Are the statute
somebody
of
was
limitations
antagonizing
gone?
him on the other side of that door. There's a reason why he's telling him like, "Hey, come through." Someone on the other door is like on the other side of the door.
That was his in-law.
right. So
right?
like he should have like, bro, let it be. Lock the door.
My thing is, dude, all the mass shootings on a daily basis, this pales in comparison to what's really
Sure.
happening in the real
Yeah,
world to me.
I agree.
That's why I'm dumping.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree.
It does. It does.
I will say-
it's just still a story. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you. I will say, Rob. Shout out to Rob. He's listening. He said he believes it was CT and Crown. Crown's a hell of a drug. All right,
Rob better be careful then.
I know, right?
When I explain some things about
Saying
Rob
that you
Andy.
better be careful.
I'm just saying, yo. After spending 11 hours in the pool with that dude and his girl last week, bro, and we was off of everything. I'm like, yeah. Messi signs a new 5-year deal with Barca. How do you anyway? Barcelona.
Either way,
How about
that's
that?
fine.
What do you guys think about that? I thought he was on his way out. Didn't he say last year that he didn't want to be with them anymore? I'm very
He was
confused
trying to
and
get
that he was
traded or
stuck.
bought out or something.
Yeah.
Well,
man.
that's
His
because
dad-
they
his
were
dad
having
was trying to
issues.
get him out. Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad was trying to get him out.
And Barcelona was having some issues at the time, and
Yeah.
so, but yeah,
So-
no new 5-year deal, but supposedly the 5-year deal includes a possibility of him coming to play in
I was about to
MLS.
say I'm dumping that because I want to see him in the MLS. And then
Well,
that's
typically
what I
he's getting
wanna
to that
see.
age now where he's
part
gonna
of it
come in
is
MLS.
part of it is that they signed him for 5 years so that at some point in time he gets loaned to the MLS.
I like
So,
that.
Got you.
But the other thing too, which was crazy, we were sort of talking about this in our meeting during the week, was I didn't realize how much his last contract was. That dude was making 145 million a season. That is just that.
Yeah.
Kids, go play soccer.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm in the backyard right now.
Or
getting ready to
That's
start, you know what I'm
guaranteed
saying?
contract money.
Or be a hedge fund manager.
Ooh,
One out of
good
two.
Lord.
Or be
145 million a
Run it.
year.
yeah, man. That's big bucks. They still got Neymar over there? No,
Na-
Neymar's
no,
in
Neymar's
PSG.
in PSG.
PSG.
Yeah. So who's he running with? Suarez?
Who?
Who's at Barca?
Suarez is down at Barcelona.
Yeah, so he is out there with them. All right.
Luis Suarez just signed with Barcelona too.
And then who else? Yeah, I don't know, man. My point is, if I'm signing 5 years at his age, I want to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Barcelona's still going to be right there to win Spain. They're still right there every season.
It's them and Real and maybe
Valencia
Atletico. Maybe Atletico.
and Valencia every once in a while. So,
Yeah.
but
All right, moving on to the next one. Another hot
Yep.
topic. Stephen A. sort of was under some hot water this week for saying that Shohei Ohtani couldn't be the face of the MLB because he requires a translator in order to, talk to the media. Facts or cap? How y'all feeling about this?
I'm with it, Stephen A.
You think so?
Yeah. When you ever
Now,
see someone the face
just
of the league,
just
of
from the fact
American
that he has a
league, that's
translator, right?
foreigner.
Okay, now you said something that I'm very curious on. You say it's an American league, right? But it is very much so
But
international.
what I'm saying is, when have you ever seen a sport that was made in America and a foreigner is the face of the league? Is there a foreigner the face of NFL? Is there a foreigner the face of NBA?
But I think the NFL and the NBA, our stars are domestic born. MLB stars, you take their top 10, they're not domestic. They're,
So,
more than
Who's the
half
face of
of
the
them.
MLB right now? Trout?
I don't
he
think
the best
they
player in the
have.
league?
I don't think
I
they
mean,
have.
he's the closest thing to it right now.
Right.
It's
And before
Trout.
that was what, Jeter? Until he
Or
retired?
Trout, Barry Bonds before that.
Okay, Barry
Well,
Bonds.
another
Who
American.
is the face of the MLB though?
Mark
That's a
McGwire.
good question. Who's
I mean,
the
I
face?
go
think
back.
it's Trout. I think it's Trout. But
Is
the
it
problem with
Trout?
Trout
Maybe
is the
Bryce
Angels
Harper?
don't win. The problem
Bryce
with Trout,
Harper,
we
maybe?
never see Trout in the postseason because the Angels
Yeah.
never get there. That's the
Yeah.
problem with Trout.
Yeah,
But
but how
maybe
can-
Bryce
how-
Harper?
Also,
Bryce
how
Harper.
can Trout be the face and he's hurt? right? He's not even
Some.
playing right now, is he?
But he's still
Well,
arguably
no.
the best player in baseball.
I've
You,
seen
you ask
players
10
get-
people.
LeBron James is hurt, and he's still the face of the NBA.
Hey man, LeBron James was there when it came time for us to lose in the final or in the playoffs. Okay, Trout didn't even see the
I'm
field
just
yet.
saying, like, I get it. I don't think he was trying to cause like a racial
Sure,
issue. It's just
sure.
Oh, I agree with you. I think the timing and the optics is bad for Stephen A. But he is
That's
the
what he
guy at
does, though.
ESPN. No, he's the guy at ESPN. He'll
Yeah.
get a slap on the wrist. They'll protect him. We move.
Well,
on.
he already came out and apologized.
Rick, you ever had a
and-
famous player that was Asian? Any sport that you watch?
Ichiro's probably the closest thing. I
Yeah,
can think of.
Ichiro was
Was
Ichiro
he
was a
your
guy for a
favorite
minute.
player?
Oh no, you're saying me? No.
Was he anyone's favorite player?
No.
Here, yeah, exactly.
No. I
Exactly.
mean, he
That's
was
my
he was
point.
great though, but yeah,
Yeah,
Hideki
no, it's
Nomo.
one thing to be a great player. It's one thing to be the face of the league.
Yeah, but I think what Shohei's doing is very unprecedented, and so that's why that's even a conversation. He's doing something. He's doing something very Trout-esque, right? Like Trout was well rounded, and that's why Trout was in the discussion as a face, and now we
Well,
got Shohei doing that.
More Shohei, you know what he's doing? He's pulling a Babe Ruth. That's what he's
Yeah,
doing.
Yeah,
he's,
that's
you're
what he's
exactly.
doing.
He's pulling, and that's what people have been
Pulling
saying. He's
Babe
been
Ruth.
pulling a Babe Ruth, right? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, it's really hard to be the face with the translator, and so that's something that needs to be, like he just
Well-
needs to work on that. But if he ends up speaking well enough English to the point where he can, talk on his own, I mean, I don't see personally. Maybe I just don't love baseball enough. I don't see it being a problem. Period. I don't give a fuck.
Well, we talked about this earlier. The popularity of baseball is on life support right now. So to make someone who's not American the face of baseball, I think is only going to add to the demise of baseball. So I agree with
Really?
what he's saying on the surface.
Okay. But I mean, I don't know. We've been
And here in America, because here, like in America, everybody's point, or for the majority of people's point, like Americans, we love great Americans, right? That's who we love. That's who we worship. Great Americans. Why? Because we think we're the best. We want to be the best, and we want our American athletes to be the best.
Thanks.
So here goes my thing. Okay, so who's the runner up? Would you say right now to being the face of MLB? It would be Tatis. Yes or no?
No, Trout.
Nah.
Face.
Nah,
Trout's the
nah.
face,
It
bro.
would be, nah.
Trout might
Trout-
go down
Trout
as
is
the
the
greatest
face that they
baseball player
want.
ever. Literally, they're talking about that. He might be the greatest
And
baseball player ever.
Tatis is a small market. San Diego's a small market team.
No, Tatis is on the cover of the game.
I get
Tatis is all over the place, fam.
I
People
get it.
know Tatis, and he's Dominican.
And I bet you Harper is still more popular than him.
I doubt it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't doubt that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
I bet
So
you
let's
girls
go, let's
know
go.
who
MLB
Bryce Harper is more than
Jersey
Tatis.
sales. Let's do it. Let's do jersey sales. Why not? Most
Okay.
popular jersey sales, right? Because that's a popularity
helps,
contest,
That's
right?
a good indicator. That's a good indicator.
Number one right now is Mookie Betts. Number two is Cody Bellinger. We know what that is, right? And then
Okay,
number
that's-
three is Fernando Tatis. Number four is Bryce Harper.
Okay.
Number five is Clayton Kershaw. So 3 Dodgers, and then Fernando Tatis.
Mhm.
Right. So what does it say about the Dodgers?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Dodgers, we know what Dodgers are the Cowboys, right? We can easily say it. Most
Dodgers,
popular teams,
Yankees,
right?
Red
Lakers,
Sox, right? It's one of those three.
Right. We know that, right? So like that aside, as we talk about the face and popularity, Fernando Tatis, to me, this shows amidst all of this. I mean, because Bryce Harper, he was in Washington, right? The capital, and then he went to Philly.
Mhm.
So there's an argument for your point, but Bryce is right there. So it just depends on we're splitting atoms
Sure.
at that point. We're splitting hairs.
But all I'm saying is that baseball has always been more of an international sport, and it's been getting more and more and more over the years. So in order for an international player, I don't care whether he's Japanese, Dominican, Cuban, or whatever, like to me, it doesn't seem far-fetched. They're trying to say somebody like Trout is, and I get how talented he is, but he's not producing right now. He's got that crazy contract, but he hasn't been on the field to even really be in the argument the way that we want him to. It's like being force fed that person, you know what I'm saying? Because he fits a certain mold, which
Okay, but do you think Tatis is a better player all around than Mike Trout is?
it's hard for me to say. I love Tatis, bro.
I know you're biased. I don't love.
No,
Trout,
I mean, I'm
but
not
I
a big
think
fan.
I think he's a better player than Tatis right now.
I'm just saying he's a star. He's got everything. He's got everything you want.
I think as far as this year, because Trout's out,
Yeah.
I can see what Rick's saying, but overall, I would probably side with Trout being the face of baseball. But I get it. He's not in right now, so he's just kind of lingering on the sidelines.
Should we throw out I think Renee's term fits best here. We have some recency bias. I get it,
Okay.
and it's facts.
But he's only been in the league what 3-4 years, so I mean it's hard not to be. recent, but I get it. All right. Let's skip the breakaway story. Go to 76ers or open up trade talks for Ben Simmons. You guys with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Where does he go?
He needs to go somewhere
So
somewhere else other
I
than
think he's going to the
Philadelphia.
Clippers for Paul George and some pieces, and that's going to hurt us if he goes.
Well,
to the
hold on.
Clippers.
If that's crazy, I don't agree with that. But if he did, Philly immediately, yeah. Paul
Philly
George
what?
gets immediately. You see them as a favorite to win the East? No,
Oh,
no, really?
mm-mm, mm-mm.
You throw.
I still don't think Paul George is that dude. I don't think he. I think he's great. He's
But he
an
doesn't
all-star.
have to be that dude.
He's not a superstar. Yeah,
Right,
but
but he doesn't have to be that dude,
right.
right?
But
Philadelphia
who's
is
gonna get Philly
better.
in their offense. Who's gonna get
Huh?
Who's gonna get him in their offense?
Philadelphia's better.
Tobias Harris. They got.
Vice
They got
Harris is gonna
shooters
get him
still?
into their offense.
Oh, get him
Go
into
get a
the
point
offense.
guard.
Sorry.
Oh,
You'll find a point guard to do that.
They can still
You'll
make
find a point
another
guard to do
move.
that.
They'll get a point guard.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
I don't think Paul George.
I
going
just-
to the
I-
Sixers
I-
makes
I
them
don't-
better than Ben Simmons.
But I don't think Ben Simmons going to the Clippers all of a sudden we got to be drastically
Well,
worried.
they're
either.
better. They get better defensively. They become a more up-tempo team because he's going to push the ball, and then they get a shooter just like everybody else. They're right. They're right there. I mean, we all talked about this. If Kawhi would have been there, we may be talking different right now about the Clippers.
Perhaps, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think
Yeah.
that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm glad that they're open. to moving him.
I think Ben Simmons is going to end up in some small market. That's what I think is going to happen. He's going to be
Minnesota.
like he's
You wanna
going to be
go
like
Minnesota.
he's going to be like in Oklahoma City.
Gonna be
That's
in Minnesota.
he's going to go somewhere where somebody's got a lot of picks. I think
I was
Philadelphia
gonna
is
say-
going to look at like get us some future. That's what I think.
Let me just ask y'all once again. We talked about this, but I just got to ask because I don't give a shit. We're Laker happy. Do you see any sort of scenario where he comes to the Lakers?
No.
I
None
want
at
him
all?
to, but I don't know that.
I don't want him to.
I'd love to have him.
I mean, that same deal that we talked about for Dame Lillard. If we flip that over to Philly for
No.
I'd do it.
much.
I'd
Too
do it.
much. Too much for Ben Simmons. Until
Yeah,
that
what if-
dude shows that he really wants to fucking
Be
work on his
great.
game.
Yeah.
what if,
Be
what if, we,
great.
what if we get, because we've been talking about a Curry. What if we get Simmons and Baby Curry? Oh no, Baby Big Brother Curry, right? Isn't it Big Brother?
He's
He's
younger.
no Curry.
He's
dog.
younger, okay.
Curry ain't coming here.
He's talking about Seth. He's talking about
He's
Seth.
talking about
Yeah.
Seth.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
would-
saying.
I
What if
I'm on board for that. There's our shooter.
there's a
Yeah.
shooter? Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Last thing since it's Lakers, LeBron says he wants to finish his career with the Lakers. We're here for this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, finish it off.
No.
Yep.
Renee says no. What are we gonna do with his 40?
I still want to be hamstrung, dog. With Cat.
We already were.
with Kobe, right?
We've been hamstrung, dude. Every
Right.
single
No,
superstar we've ever had, we've been hamstrung.
Right, but why?
So
I
that's not going to
understand,
change.
you
We
know,
still
why. I understand why they did it for Kobe.
Yeah.
Spend his whole
Okay.
career there.
Okay.
I don't want that to be with LeBron. I don't want to be hamstrung and our team suck for 4 years, 5 years because we're hamstrung.
Okay, but the only reason why you
What's
do
this
it
word
is
you
to,
guys
is
keep
to
talking
keep
about?
us is to
Hamstrung?
keep it
That's what
is
they
to
call
keep
it.
us is
Oh.
to keep us relevant.
And
Because
and
you
Because
went
they're
through-
relevant regardless.
But we
Yeah,
weren't
but-
relevant when we were giving Kobe
Oh,
the
yeah.
40 million.
We
weren't
were relevant because
No, we
Kobe
weren't.
kept
They
them
were
relevant.
trash. They
Kobe
were
kept them
trash.
relevant.
I mean,
Oh, come
relevant,
on.
but
relevant for a
making any
championship.
noise. We never
weren't
made any
make-
noise, though.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, we might have been in the
Exactly.
Making any
playoffs,
noise.
but
But here's
Yeah.
another thing, guys.
40.
We're already pot committed because look at all the picks
Yeah.
we've already given up for AD.
Exactly.
We're all-
And
we-
now-
we
but-
have no first round picks.
But
through
now
like
you're talking
2030.
about doing three. Now you're talking about giving 3 more for Ben Simmons.
Hey,
no, not Ben
it's
Simmons.
win now.
Dame Lillard.
Look, what I like
That's
about
what I'm
the
saying.
Lakers is
I'm
we're win now.
willing to do the 3 future picks for a guy like Dame Lillard. I ain't for Ben Simmons because he doesn't show or he has not proven that he wants
Ben
to be
Simmons
great.
is 24 years old. 25
Yeah.
years old.
And so's
Dame
Kyle
is-
Kuzma.
Dame is 30. Dame's 30.
Yeah. But
Who's gonna
Dame's
be-
proven himself in the NBA.
Okay. In 5 years, you don't think Ben Simmons is going to be a lot better than he is now?
I don't know.
I don't know,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Well,
He's
His
been
work
in the
ethic
league
is
for how
terrible.
long? He's been in the
I
league.
Three
for how long?
seasons.
I also
Okay.
think if Ben Simmons gets with a guy
He's
like
been in
Phil
the league
Handy,
like 5 seasons or almost 6
But
seasons.
Phil
Okay,
Handy may
well,
not even be
either
here.
way.
Rick,
That's a
Phil
lot.
Handy's
Where-
talking
where's-
about
where's he
going
going?
You're a
somewhere
veteran
else.
at like
There was
6
some talk
seasons.
to him going to another team to be the main assistant.
Okay, but what about all the intangibles that he brings to the table?
I'd rather take Paul George over Ben Simmons.
oh shit! All right.
He
That's
just,
the Golden
he just
State
derailed this conversation.
Yeah, I know, right? He just over here just driving.
Either way,
live from the
that's the only
210,
thing I'm
you
worried
know what I'm
about with
saying?
Jamal.
I'll say that-
With
I'll say-
Jamal. With,
I'll say this, look, dude.
LeBron. I don't want to be.
Hey, You had
5-year-old
Ben Simmons has been in the league for 3 years. Lonzo Ball's been in the league for 3 years.
All right, everyone stop.
Who's-
Ben Simmons came in before Lonzo Ball.
I was like, Ben Simmons
Okay,
only
okay,
for 3
1
years?
year.
It's like
1 year
5
earlier?
years.
5
in the
years. I
league.
think he's like 5 years. Yeah.
6
Okay,
years
well,
now,
regardless,
almost. Yeah, he's been in the league
look
a
at
while.
look at how much time and effort Lonzo puts into the game. You can see it. His shooting is getting better. Ben Simmons' shooting is not getting
It's getting
better.
worse.
Okay,
actually.
so but you're comparing Lonzo to Ben Simmons. Are you saying Lonzo's a better player than Ben Simmons? Is that what
I'm
you're
saying,
saying?
I'm saying if Ben
Saying his
Simmons
work
put in the
ethic is
same
better of
work
getting
ethic
better,
as Lonzo, then
progressing.
it'd be a different story.
Okay, if Shaq
The
would
dude
have done
does
what he
not
was
work
supposed
on
to do,
his
he would have been
game.
great too. But we
We're
still
not going to
kept
talk
Shaq.
about Shaq. We're not going to put.
Okay, well, we're
fucking-
talking about potential. We're talking about potential. So, what you guys are saying, like Ben's never gonna get better. It's
Well,
all
he
it
hasn't
takes is one
proven it. It's
switch.
5
All it
years.
takes. Okay, well, it's 5 years. All it takes is that one person to get in his ear, to get him motivated, to work on his shot. He has everything else, and he's a great defender, and he's 6'10", and he can run like the wind, and he can rebound. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we get Ben Simmons. We keep Phil Handy, and Phil Handy's gonna work with him.
We get Ben Simmons. We might as well get rid of LeBron.
True that.
All right.
Kind of.
No, I'm serious.
No way. Why? Why?
They're-
Let
Actually,
Ben Simmons do all the hard work.
they
Let
could
LeBron
work
close
almost the
together.
games
same
out.
player, except
They're not the
LeBron
same
shoots
player.
better.
Let LeBron close games out. LeBron, you close games out. Ben, you run the offense. Ben, you take the best guy. You take the best guy on the other team. Ben, you grab most of the
I've
rebounds.
yet
Ben,
to
you
see
start the fast
LeBron
break.
not run the offense. I've yet to see that happen. Yet.
Yeah. Speaking of, do you guys see LeBron's game changing? Because it's hella predictable. We know he's going to jab step.
What more can he change at this point?
Just become a little bit more fluid.
Get down
Switch
on
up just a little bit.
get a mid-range game.
Yeah, just something. We know when LeBron does them like 10 dribbles, we know. I mean, it's
He's
just
about
like
to jack up a 3.
He's about to jack up a 3. Yeah, and that sidestep and all that weird shit. I don't know.
And he don't want to go to the basket anymore.
Hey,
At
y'all want to keep him forever, so deal with it.
Speaking of things that have been around forever, that word hamstrung was from the 1640s. Shout out to you for using like the old English.
Yeah.
Old English. All right. Anyways, hey, Renee, final word is yours, fam. So, yeah.
Shout out, man. Y'all could have told me at the meeting at least. I could have had something.
We did. Actually, you know what? You're right. I didn't tell you. I just sort of put you on there, but your fault for not
It's
reading
funny
it.
because
So,
I haven't heard my brothers, but it's cool. I'll do it.
nah. He's on the road.
So
Service is spotty.
my final topic.
He says Lakers are great swap.
Stay in shape. Don't get old. Fuck, my body hurts. I played basketball before the potty today. Man, my back broken. Back hurts.
Hey,
Stay in shape, guys. Try to keep young. Like Eddie said, that's one thing you can't keep. You can't buy it back. Better stay in shape than to get out of shape and try
Or
to get
switch
back
sports. Bowling bowling's a good sport for people our age.
in. I don't even know if I could pick up a bowling ball and throw that with my
Bowling
bat.
is a
Yo.
good sport. Look, listen to me real quick.
That's your
You
final
get to
topic?
you get to
I didn't have
compete.
one.
You get to hang out with your friends. You get to drink beer, and you get to you bowl. That's a good time.
I broke my right wrist. I can't even throw a bowling ball.
Left-handed
anymore.
bowler, dude.
Left-handed bowler. Oh no.
Left-handed bowler.
You know what? I got something to say,
All right,
What's
hey,
that?
if I may
Yep.
Yes, you may.
intervene.
Yes.
On a little bit more of a serious note, actually, a lot of shit going on aside from what's going on in this country.
Mm-hmm.
And with all this stuff that's going on in Cuba, which I've been paying more and more attention to the last week or so, a lot of stuff I didn't know. It's ridiculous what's going on over there. It's a fucking human rights violation. Those people don't have food at all over there. And they've taken this shit for a long time, fucking centuries, since the fucking 60s when Castro took over. It's just getting to a head now where the government is going fucking crazy out there, and they're doing all kinds of crazy shit. And it's not just there. There's the wild stuff going on everywhere. We've heard about Haiti and now Cuba. I think we need to
Africa.
appreciate our freedoms a little more than we do, which we all take for granted. You know, we wake up and it's just there. It's always been there for us. But just kind of open your eyes, pay attention to what's going on, and appreciate what we have done.
Respect.
Well, that's a good
Respect.
point. That's a good point because we talk about what happens here, but we always come back and say, look, I still wouldn't rather live anywhere else. Despite all the flaws of America, I still wouldn't rather live anywhere else.
Yeah. It's crazy what the fuck's going on over there right now.
Yeah, it is super crazy, and yeah, I tapped into some shit going down in South Africa too, man, and it's absolute insanity. I don't even know
Oh,
what the
yeah.
fuck is going on. You know,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
they're just killing people in the streets, burning people up, and making videos about it. It's wild. So, yeah, Eddie, good point. You know what I'm saying? Good point, 100%, man. We definitely shouldn't take for granted what we have here. Respect. All right, with all that being said, fellas, we are going to wrap this one up. We'll be back next week for 64. 64 is going to be a little light. We won't have Mick and Brian as they're going to be in Cabo going ham. We
Yeah.
will expect live reports.
Can you guys log
from
in
them.
for like 5 seconds just to be hammered?
We're gonna
drunk?
try. We said we're gonna
Hammered
try.
drunk.
No.
We're
Hammered
gonna, hey,
drunk.
Hey,
said
you
we're
might
gonna
see all
try.
this jelly, baby. I got this jelly. I'm gonna show you.
Let's see them. Let's see them man titties.
You're gonna see these meat tits, baby.
Yeah, hey, well,
we said
whatever
we will
it is.
try. We will try. We're gonna see
I
you.
just-
Y'all-
but I don't
y'all
want
be
you all to
safe.
Be drunk. I don't want you all to be.
Right. Y'all be safe, man. I wish I was out there with y'all, but it's whatever. I'll be out the week after next, man. Maybe I'll catch up with y'all. But y'all be easy, man. We appreciate everybody for tapping in and tuning in. Y'all stay safe. Appreciate everything. Hug your loved ones. Much love. Eddie P.